I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day.
BoxingVoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right.
I'm done with fucking losing. I'm done with trying to learn the sweet science. It's war. It's just straight war.
BoxingVoice.com.
As it stands, stop listening to the bullshit until it comes from me.
He's got to come out here and try to take this dude's head off, or we got a rematch on our hands, man.
I hope they can learn from my situation and not give up. Like, stay strong. Like,
A man like me don't make no excuses. My boy Chisora said I can win this.
I let the cat out of the bag. He's like, I'm gonna whoop Usyk next fight. I'm gonna beat him.
Let's go, champ.
I'm gonna take away them belts from him.
Look at him, y'all.
And I'm gonna reign again to become 3-time heavyweight champion of the world.
And the news. Stay hungry. Stay humble.
SDS Promotions.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go, champ. Where's the rematch, champ? Like, I love that shit.
Bomb Squad!
Another one. They don't want to see us win.
Sing along if you know the words.
All I need is one hit, overdose on you. Girl, you know it's true, yeah. All I need is one hit, overdose on you. Girl, you know I miss you, yeah. All I need is one hit, overdose on you. Girl, you know I wanna kiss you to this day. Girl, you know I wanna kiss you to this day.
BoxingVoice.com.
You know I wanna kiss you to this day. I'll sit around here all day.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am sorry I left you for so long, but TBV had to hit the road. We had to go visit Terrence Bud Crawford, and it was worth it, man. You know, a lot of people thought we were crazy for hitting the road, and, you know, I didn't even know how things would have turned out, and it couldn't have been no better. I did want this to be an Omaha, Nebraska review of the parade show, but Danny is still tucked in the bed like a little baby, so we're going to wait for another episode to do that one together with my co-host, Danny Alvarez. Today, we're going to be discussing the AJ Helenius fight, the fact that he got through that fight, and now he gets to meet Deontay Wilder in January. So we used to have a December date. That's turned into January, which is okay with me. It really is. I've been waiting for this fight maybe 7 years now. You know, this is the new Earl Spence, Terrence Bud Crawford here. You know, or should I don't even know if it's the new. It's the old, right? Like, this has been brewing for a long, long time. But for anybody listening on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up as you're just getting in there. And do me a favor, share the show on your social media. That's going to help. You know, I ain't got 1 million subscribers. Guess why? Because you ain't sharing my shit. On Twitter, same thing. You ain't free from it. You got to also share. We need you to go ahead and retweet. The retweet is going to take us to the eyes of other boxing fans that don't know we're here. Plus, today it looks like we're having some issues with Blog Talk, our landline, so you won't be calling in on the number from what it looks like. I just can't establish a connection with them. Maybe they're doing maintenance yet again. But Discord is available. Twitter is available if you want to give us your opinion on Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, or Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, because it is Wilder that signed the skill challenge from what we can tell, right? Joshua is not yet with skill challenge. We've been waiting on this fight, but there's been no announcement that they have officially signed him the way that they signed Usyk and the way that they signed Wilder. So maybe it is Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua because he is the one that's bringing, the Kingdom of Saudi. Wilder is obviously being one of their fighters. And if he's bringing the Kingdom of Saudi, he's bringing that money, which is what is going to make AJ take this fight. Now, Paulie Malignaggi, which is what we're here to discuss, he seems to believe that AJ does not deserve this fight and that performance was trash. And he disagrees with Tony Bellew that says that AJ was carrying Helenius. Now, this is the good and bad thing with common opponents. But I think all news is good news. And for AJ, even if people are looking at this performance and they're saying to themselves, there's no way Wilder did this guy in one round, right? AJ took X amount of rounds. We already established that we're no longer thinking that way. Stephen Fulton, Inoue, Terrence Bud Crawford, Earl Spence. These fights should have made us change the way that we think. We shouldn't be thinking with that common train of thought where fighter A beats fighter C because he already beat B. It don't work that way in boxing. It just don't. But, what is this? Toledo Trees. Trees, try calling in the correct Discord link. So he's just trying to establish a private call with us on Discord. What's up with him? But, yeah, he lost me there. He lost my train of thought there. What were we talking about? I know we was talking AJ, and does he deserve it? Malignaggi's thoughts. Wilder being the A side, in my opinion, he's the one bringing the money because he's with skill challenge. Where's this fight going to take place? We need some details, that's for sure. Are we going to be able to go to this one or what? And if it's in Saudi, I really hope I get to go. I was telling Danny that on the ride back. Like, bro, can you imagine? I don't know how big it is for him, but for me, this podcast is taking me literally around the world. So, this isn't a bucket list thing, but it's certainly something else to scratch off and say, damn, my little old podcast took me to Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? So that's going to be interesting because I do want to be there. This is a fight I've been wanting for ever. Forever. So I don't know. I don't know that it's as big as it once was. Both men have suffered some losses. Wilder still looks better than AJ, right? Like back in the day, there was a debate because AJ was unified. So there was a debate whether who was better, and you had to go off eye tests. And, I always obviously rode with Wilder in that debate. And there was a lot of people that obviously had AJ and thought that the belts and the fights that he had taken proved that. But I don't know, I'm going to ride with Wilder because he just looks more durable. He looks like he's not going to quit. If you listen to Paulie's YouTube channel at Paulie TV where he discussed AJ not deserving this fight, he goes into that, man. He goes into believing that Anthony Joshua is a head case, believing that Anthony Joshua mentally is struggling, and that's why he's performing the way that he's performing, and he doesn't feel that Joshua deserves the fight. Now I'm gonna see if we can just play some of this, and Paulie's my boy. Hopefully, we were good to go. So let's screen share.
Joshua stops Robert Helenius in round 7. All right. What is next for Anthony Joshua? Is the Wilder fight next? That's the one everybody seems to be talking about. That's the one everybody seems to be angling about. Personally, again, I will say this once again. I like Wilder versus Ruiz better. This fight did nothing to convince me of anything different. Wilder beats Helenius. Wilder beat Helenius. Well, Wilder did beat Helenius last year, but Joshua beats Helenius. And Joshua has the new work with Derek James. And I don't know, man. You can't fix psychological issues. You can fix physical issues with different trainers. You know, you can work on different physical things. But psychological issues, and once you are kind of a scarred fighter, and this combination happens with you made a lot of money, you maybe been knocked out, you know, you get some confidence taken out of you, you know, you don't have that same dig down anymore because you've made so much money, and so you've got the confidence taken out of you, and you don't have enough dig down in you like it used to say, hey, I'm going to overcome this. I don't know. Really, you know, it's a lot of.
So, as you can see, he believes it's a psychological issue when it comes to Anthony Joshua. He goes more in depth, but obviously it's a 10-minute video. Go ahead and check out Paulie at Paulie TV. Salute to Paulie Malignaggi, does his thing out here. And yeah, man, I think that we've all thought this about AJ for some time. I mean, I guess it probably hit everybody once he was in that Ruiz fight. We started to get like signs of maybe there was something wrong psychologically there. You know, there was rumors of sports psychologists after the alleged Joey DeVaco sparring. Let me time this weirdo out. You know, I was actually rolling up a Hardin TBV pre-roll, but weirdos in the chat talking about painting nails. Now you're gonna be in the Phantom Zone. But yeah, man. I kind of agree with Malignaggi, bro. Come on, man. We've been thinking AJ's been broke since the Ruiz fight, maybe. Maybe is there a fight before that we even thought it? But again, rumors of sports psychologists, rumors of being knocked out in sparring. It's just been all bad. Like, yo, again, you know, we see those memes on Instagram, like, you know, pick your four if you got to get in a fight. Bro, I'm picking Wilder over AJ. He's just tougher. You can say what you want about them Fury fights, but look at them Fury fights. Who is tougher? My man's body language was don't stop the fight, while the other one's body language was chewing on the gum shield, chewing on his mouthpiece. Like, he didn't want to be there, you know? And he's the one that has an identity crisis, right? Wilder knows exactly who he is. He's motherfucking Bomb Squad, you know? AJ is still struggling with that. He don't know who he is, you know? And I ain't like the way he looked. Let's be real, man. I don't know. It's the same thing like when we seen the video with Ryan Garcia. He's trying to slow his fighters down, and I get it. But I don't know. Did anybody think that maybe AJ had too much patience? You know? I mean, the fight went over 6 rounds, bro. Like, who the hell expected that? Let's be real. Especially with Wilder getting him out of there in 1. And yeah, maybe he needed the rounds. You know, another fight with Derek James. We got a big fight coming. Let's get some rounds. Let's work on some things. But what did he work on? He looked a little weird, stiff, lethargic, you know. He walked right out the ring. I mean, yo, AJ's attitude is hilarious. I love him, though. He might think I don't like him. I love him. I love that he is his own person. He's not like our American champions. He's the guy that throws the belts out the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wants to be cookie cutter, but the true AJ comes out every now and then because he's a competitor, man. And I feel like when he threw them belts, that was more like, man, fuck you, man. You beat me, but fuck you. You know, go get these motherfuckers if you really want them. But I don't see him beating Deontay Wilder, man. I mean, Helenius had this dude busted up, bleeding out the nose. And Helenius didn't have confidence going into that fight. Let's be real. Wilder would have the utmost confidence going into a Anthony Joshua fight. It's also been a fight that he's been wanting. Now, again, we learned and we will continue to learn our lesson from the Terrence Crawford fight, the Inoue fight with Fulton, and resume doesn't mean anything, right? So, cool, they both fought Helenius. One guy did better. Hey, Crawford and Earl both fought Brook. One guy did better. That shit doesn't matter when they fight. So, the questions that Paulie's rising as to whether AJ carried him, or excuse me, Tony Bellew, whether AJ carried Bellew, Helenius or not. I don't think any of that matters. I think that AJ is going to train differently and have a different mentality for the Wilder fight. And obviously, based off Stephen Fulton and Inoue and Crawford and Earl, I'm going to give him a shot, but I'm totally 100% riding with Wilder by stoppage. If this goes the distance, I mean, it doesn't go the distance. Wilder landed on Fury late, and he dropped Fury in 2 fights late. Not everybody gets up. Not everybody gets up from a Deontay Wilder right hand. So there is no way AJ, of all people, makes it 12. If he makes it 12, wow. Credit to him. Salute to him. I mean, amazing if he makes it 12. I highly doubt it. I don't even think I would sprinkle this fight goes the distance. I don't think I would put any money on that because it's highly improbable. Highly improbable. I don't see it. I don't see it. He's too stiff. He's too slow. Wilder's right hand is it's a missile. It's not Helenius. That's not Helenius who's gonna be jabbing you. I don't see it. Mike J. I mean, I hope that there are more people like you, so that this fight is as big as it deserves to be. Because if they would have gave it to us when we deserved it, when they were undefeated, it would be amazing. And it would be a big fight. So I hope that there are still a lot of people out there like myself that, we've been waiting for this fight forever, but now that we got it, we still want it. There can be some that are simply just turned off. They feel like we waited too long. You took too long to give it to us. So, we got to see. For me, doesn't matter. Optimus Prime, what up with the first super chat of the day? $5. He says, can you guys put Paulie in his place like you did last year? I mean, that only worked because we were right on Haney and he was wrong. I agree with Paulie here. I don't say I agree. It's not that AJ. I don't think that AJ doesn't deserve the fight. It's the natural fight to make in the heavyweight division. Where else are you gonna go, right? But it wasn't the type of performance that is gonna generate any sort of excitement for the fight. I don't think he helped build it. If anything, he hurt it. He looked more vulnerable. So I think less people believe he can win now. At least less Americans. I got Eric Cruz in Irving, Texas. He says $5 salute. When AJ gets stopped by Wilder, I'm afraid of his antics after the fight. Lately, he's been mentally not there. Exactly. Like, even this fight, he won and he walked off. Like, just immediately, like, took off. It was crazy. I think they waved it off and he took. I don't know. Look, he's going through something, man. And it could be us. We consistently doubt him. So, maybe he is out to prove something. The frustrations kicked in. I don't know. But he certainly walks around like he's got a chip on his shoulder post the losses. We can all agree on that. I got Mike Hicks, $2 cash app. He says, Streets was missing you, B. Rico voice. Salute to you, champ. We certainly have been missing you guys. I hate being away from the fucking show. But Nebraska was Omaha was a necessary road trip that we had to do, so we got it done. Salute, man. Again, I don't want to talk about it because I want to save it for its own show to recap the parade, but it was amazing. Okay, I didn't expect that many people from Omaha to listen to the show and to come up to us. Granted, it was a parade, but still, like, I don't think I've ever been in any one city and had, you know, almost 2 dozen people come up to me saying they listen to the show from the same city, though. You feel me? Like, yeah, I might go to Vegas and bump into a couple people, like, yo, what up, Ness? But like, in one city, that was insane. Salute to the O, baby. They it was fun, man. Shout out to Bernie. But again, we're not gonna talk more about that. We're talking Wilder, AJ, January. We're talking Malignaggi starts saying, no way AJ deserves a Wilder fight after that performance. So you can check in with us on Discord. That is open. Looks like our landline is experiencing some maintenance at the time, but you can also use Twitter. All you have to do is raise your hand. 402, stand up. I see you, champ. I see you. Yeah, man. That was dope. That was dope. We gonna go to these phone lines. Let me go ahead and open it up.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Looks like we got J Mac. What up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I know you ain't gonna talk about it, but it was pretty live from what I did and the content I did see. Man, you and Bernie something else. God damn.
I
But
love that guy.
I,
I said I love that guy, man. He's funny
well,
as hell, bro. He love to argue, but it's like, yo, you gotta use facts, bro. He don't give a fuck. He
right.
was funny as hell, but that shit was dope.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Out in that action, I like that barbershop talk. I think I'd have been right all in it. You being asked to sit down and shit like that, with something to talk about.
Word.
But on to the topic. AJ deserved the Wilder fight. I don't agree with Paulie. I think Paulie. I don't know how to describe his opinion. It's just lately his opinions I ain't been fucking with. Uh, but definitely AJ does deserve it. I got Wilder by destruction. A lot of people get the Fury and Wilder and AJ and all that compare. It's no comparison there. Fury is just more superior. It was proven, and AJ just hasn't proven to be like that. I think he's still timid. I think he'll be afraid of Wilder's power. I don't think there's nothing Derrick James, and I'm not shooting my saying nothing about Spence and all that. I don't think there's nothing Derrick James could do to help AJ. He can make him aggressive all he want to. He can tell him to do the EJ. He could come forward, but when Wilder start thumping, I think AJ still gonna have them doubts that he had like against the Andrew Ruiz and he being in there with a devastating power puncher like Wilder. So AJ don't stand a chance in my opinion. What's the other topics you was talking on?
Just the Wilder AJ being next, Paulie's thoughts and AJ's performance on Helenius.
Right. Okay. Well, shit. I ain't watched the fight, so don't know. Care. Um. Shit. I want to talk more about the other show, but you say you don't want to talk about it. But
I'm
shit. I
just
guess
giving
I'll chime in if I have to hop in on something
I
else.
just want to give Danny an opportunity to be here.
Okay, I would say it was live. I'm sure everybody's seen it live, but the parade was dope. Bud got a lot of love and support. Bud fans crazy. They've been supporting him. I love how the mayor gave him his tribute, got him I think expanded space so he can build on that gym. That was nice. All that was on air as well too. So like man, hey, shout out to y'all, man. Oh, and that's my last thing. You gotta stop saying Bud showed us that in my opinion, you gotta stop saying Bud showed us that a resume don't mean anything. They had a bunch of fighters that came before Crawford where we knew they was the goods. with moving up through multiple weight classes and what have you, just because they didn't have the big names in welterweight that we deemed the big names as well, and we gave them more credit for those wins. Here's to say I can actually flip it around. One guy looked like he was way more prepared than the other guy who's sitting at the welterweight class fighting these big names, and they giving him the type of experience he needs to fight the guy who moved up to multiple weight classes. But I
Yo,
say they got a bunch of
let
guys
me ask
before
you.
Crawford.
Yeah, I
Huh?
need you to be specific because you're saying a bunch of guys, but you subliminally still talking about Crawford.
No, you're saying Crawford showed us that resume don't matter.
Uh-huh.
I always have to sit down and go over these resumes, which I don't really do much of. But I'm sure we could sit down and pick some guys saying he fought this, he fought that, but moved up and still was one of the better guys out of out of the guys he fought. So before Crawford, they
Yeah.
always had guys that didn't have tight
Tank.
resumes or big names resumes.
Exactly. Tank. Exactly. Tank is that. Tank has been moving up and he don't got the big names.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't hear anybody trying to say that he's great and that they could use his eye test. You know, people still using resume against him. Who he for? I want to see him fight somebody. They always saying that. So yes, I'm gonna continue to say that Crawford taught us that because he did. He did. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who else you can point to. Like, you feel
All
me?
right, so you saying Crawford's greatness and you questioning his resume puts him in that category? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying I won't use resume against someone again because of Crawford.
Oh, well, shit, man. If Crawford your guy to change that around, I'll come back when I counter punch. I'll do some of my research, find a few names to where I can question their resume, question this, and how great it was, and say these was the guy. That's the whole point I was making. But shout out to you. That's my call.
But that's what I'm trying to say is like I won't question a resume. Like, for instance, everybody questions Tank. Some people even question Shakur. You feel me? Um, Obviously, we see now that ain't how boxing works. You know, fighter A beating fighter B don't mean he gonna automatically beat C, and that's all I'm trying to say. But I got Coach Bob. What up, Coach Bob? What up?
All right. Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
What's up, man? How's it going?
All good. Can't complain. What up, Bob?
Oh man, this morning I was up in my attic, my foot went through my ceiling. I went outside, I was doing yard work, got stung by a bee,
Damn.
but everything's so great.
What you put baking
Everything's
soda on it?
great. What's that?
What you put on it to get it to stop stinging? Don't you gotta put like baking soda on that motherfucker?
Nah, I ain't put anything on. It's all right.
Damn, gangster.
I'm not allergies, so I'm all right. But AJ, I want to see Wilder knock AJ out. I want to see the fight. I don't care about their records or anything. It's the fight we wanted for years. They need to get in the ring and settle it. So I ain't worried about how AJ looked or Wilder gonna be all 15 months. Get them two in the ring, let them fight, and I'll pay for it.
Wait,
If it's pay-per-view, I want to see that
hold up,
fight for years.
Hold up, hold up. You just dropped the bomb on me. Did you do the research? Is Wilder gonna be 15 months out the ring in January?
But he fought in 15 months. He fought October, didn't he?
I don't know, bro.
When the last fight, October? I went to the fight in New York. It was October, wasn't it?
I just said I don't know. I don't
But
remember.
it's gonna be over a year before Wilder since Wilder fought, and he fought less than a round. But I still think he wins, and I still think he knocks AJ out.
Mm.
But I'll give AJ a chance. AJ does have a chance to win the fight, so it should be a good fight. And I think AJ will fight better than he been fighting because it's Wilder. So I can't wait for the fight to come. I hope they make it.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be done for January.
All right. Yo, I was thinking, man, I think, and I'm not even joking, man, they should have a retirement fight. You lose. Chisora fighting the other dude. They really should have fights like, yo, whoever loses this fight, you forced to retire, because them two don't need to be in the ring. I'm talking about for their safety and their health, man. Them dudes
Nah,
don't
we
need to be
need those
fighting anymore.
dudes. Nah, we need those dudes.
I mean, I love the sport like you love the sport, but
Excuse
there's
me.
too many guys out here in the ring. They don't belong in the ring, man. These guys can get hurt and brain damage, man. They need to get out the ring.
I mean, who you see hurting Chisora, bro? When the last time he even been knocked out?
Fury brutalized him, man. That last fight, Fury was teeing off on that dude,
Bruh.
man. That's damage, man. Yo, you shouldn't be taking that at 38, 39 years old. The damage Fury did to him, I mean, I really think, man, they shouldn't let him have a license to fight. I know he won
You
the
may
fight,
feel like
man,
it's
but
your
it's
time,
somebody got to care
but
about
it's
the
not your
boxers,
time.
man, and their health.
That is your time. That was the bell. But yeah, I mean this Fury, bro. If he beat the hell out of Wilder, which I thought he was gonna do to Chisora. FYI, y'all didn't watch Fury because that's his third fight with Chisora. Like he beat Chisora when he was undefeated. Um, and truth be told, this might have been the best he's beat Chisora. Um, but neither here nor there. I just think guys like Chisora are still needed. We got that dude Moses Itama from the UK. I mean Jared Anderson, could use a fucking UK Chisora fight. That's a big fight for him over there in the UK. Those dudes are still needed, bro. We can't just retire them. I don't even know how. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Maybe Chisora, Bob, you're right. I ain't even going to front. Rethinking it, Bob is right about Chisora because Chisora's been around for hella heavyweight divisions. Like, this dude's fought the Klitschko's, he fought David Hay. He fought dudes that are retired already, so he is right. Chisora specifically probably needs to retire, but again, I haven't seen him taking that crazy punishment. Maybe some old shit from the Klitschko's and David Hay. David Hay actually was the one to really get a clean knockout of him. But Chisora doesn't really get beat up like that. You feel me? He can handle himself. Let me see here. I want to go out to Treese. What up? If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's gonna help with the visibility of the show. You're gonna put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans so that we can get new callers. Treese, are you there? Mike check.
Hello, you hear me?
Perfect.
What up, though? What up, though? But hey, I know we talking about this Anthony Joshua shit and whatnot, but you know what the fuck? You know what I'm calling in about? I'm calling in about that Navarrete and Valdez, man. Hey, you know my man Albert Bell won that shit on Friday, man. Knockout, man. Hey, I'ma say it on this show. I'ma say I've been screaming for this shit. I've been calling on Discord. I've been calling on the line. I'm calling on all forms of fucking communication. You understand me? We need that fight, man. Motherfuckers cannot duck us forever, man. Albert Bill next up in line, Navarrete. I seen you hurt your hand and shit. Heal up, rest up, big dog. You put on a good performance. You threw a lot of punches and shit. I like your volume, but hey, we need you. You got to come see us, big dog. I'm tired. Hey, I'm tired. Toledo, we need a shot. We need a shot. But hey, by the way, that's Chisora shit. I like what you saying, my nigga Anderson. We do need a fight. And UK, by the way, too, since we talking this Toledo shit, I'm gonna keep the ball rolling. My man Jared Anderson can use a fight in the UK, man. I don't know about Chisora though. I ain't gonna hold you. He looked a little bad, bro. He looked a little washed. I ain't like to see that. I ain't like to see that on buddy. But who would you like to see, my man Jared Anderson? Considering depending on what happened here on the 26th, you feel me? Who you like to see us travel overseas to take a, you feel me, to take a chunk out of?
I mean, again, Chisora, White.
I don't know
There's
about
not
White. He got shit.
there's
He
not
looking not White right now. He looking shaky. He got
I
shit
mean,
going
I
on
hear
right
you,
now.
but there's not many dudes that can host a fight over there in the heavyweight division, not named AJ White, Chisora. Um, Bellew's retired. I don't. So is David Hay. I don't know any other star, pay per view star, draw that they can. You feel me? It's got to be one of them.
I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. But like I say, man, yeah, man. Navarrete, man, rest up, man. Come see us, man. Albert Bell, man. You know what the fuck going on, man. I don't know if you caught that overtime boxing shit and whatnot. I know that should be a little, I don't know.
I mean, we obviously seen the knockout of Albert Bell, but it's just, bro. There's levels, man. You feel me?
I
Like,
get no,
I'm not.
I get what you,
Again,
hey. But
again.
we
I
like you
learned
say,
my
we not.
lesson.
You just was talking about you ain't gonna
Yeah,
judge the
and that's what I
resume. Let us get
said.
our
And
shot,
that's
man.
what I said. I learned my lesson, but you feel me? Let's
I
see.
get it.
Let's
No,
see.
I
Let's
get
see.
it.
Let's
I
see.
get it.
Can he do
I
that?
got sense
Let's
too,
see.
but
Can
you
he
feel me? I
do
got to
that?
put on for my city. I'm never gonna stop doing that. We always gotta. Hey, don't nobody show love for their city like I do on this motherfucking show. You feel me? If it's an award for promoter of the year or spokesperson of the year for the TBV, nigga, I need it. But yeah, man. I just want my shot. I want my city to get our shot, man. It's about time, man. Can't duck us forever. Shout out TBV. Shout out Toledo, Ohio. You know what the fuck going on. Be
You may
cool.
feel like it's your time,
But it's your
but it's
time.
not your time.
Let me tell you, I knew that was gonna happen, and I know nobody gonna believe, so I'ma just show. You feel me? Where is it? Oh shit, it don't pop up here because I haven't used this computer all week. Hold up. Here we go. Let me see here. Bam. Bam. What that say? Oh, let me move me out the way. Hold on. Okay, so what you're watching is my Texas, right? And not Texas, Texas. So this is with Matt. And he hit me up. All right. Hit me up Saturday. I was busy. I couldn't do a betting show. I know a lot of y'all gonna be mad because there's a lot of people that hit me up. Obviously, you know, you hit me up on DM. It's different. Matt and I go way back. So he like, yo, who you like tonight? Valdez or Navarrete? Navarrete points. Clean and simple. Clean and simple. Thanks, he says. Next morning I say, Navarrete points. I reply, told you. And he sends me his sheet because he won. And what I say, send my 10%. But I knew that, bro. I told y'all that too. Did I say it specifically on a betting show? No, but you heard me say Valdez is so wide, bro. Like, come on, bro. My man, anybody that loves hooks like that, like that's same shit is gonna happen to Isak Cruz. Anybody that punches like this, and I'm doing front hook, back hook, man, you going to sleep, bruh. You going to sleep. Like, now that they ain't put that boy to sleep because, he ain't put him to sleep. But god damn, his face was fucked up. Jesus. They talking about that shit was going to be a Mexican war. Lord. I don't know. Valdez, at this point, a good fight for him before it gets too late is JoJo Diaz. They both, you feel me, going down. I see JoJo Diaz trying to fight Shakur. He fucking wowing. I mean, this dude be talking himself in the fights. Y'all motherfuckers better stop falling for this JoJo Diaz, Linares shit. These motherfuckers out here saying whatever they gotta say to get a fight. Y'all gotta be smarter than that. They need to fight each other. Then they could call out. Like, how the fuck motherfuckers coming off 4 losses straight, calling out Shakur and Ryan Garcia and Rolly and man, get the fuck out of here, bro. You got 4 losses. Like, I love you. It's nothing wrong with having 4 losses, but just because you're a quote unquote tough guy doesn't mean we're gonna keep giving you a shot at the top, man. That shit ain't how this sport work. King Amin, what up? Champ. You might need to jump out and back in. I mean on Twitter, because we definitely connected. We heard that.
Oh,
So
my bad.
there
My
you go.
mic was muted. My bad. Yo, man. Shout out to TBV as always. What's good, Skip?
Nothing much, man. Glad to be back. People don't understand, bro. Danny be taking me away from the studio, bro. I need a hologram nest to be in all these events because I hate not doing the show, bro. I gotta get my money right. Cause look at Porter. He everywhere doing his shit. Bro, I was picking the brain of his little tech guy, man. My man got a fucking tech guy. He flies all over. The dude just sets it up for him. Porter just walk in king style, sit on the throne, throw on the mic, talk. I'm like, damn. But yeah, what up,
Brick
champ?
by brick, though.
Yeah, you already
Brick
know,
by
man.
brick, bro.
Hey, you already know, man. It's a brick and mortar joint, man. Mom and pop shop. We doing it one step at a time, little by little. Little engine that could, man. We old school over here.
You know, this weekend, man, Navarrete, I gotta tip my hat to him. You know, I thought he was going to get exposed. You said you knew it. Something in me, I thought Valdez was just going to try something different, man. I thought Navarrete. See, I made the mistake of judging all his loopy, unpredictable, King Born style punches, just capricious all over the place. He got a King Born style of boxing, and I kind of disrespected Navarrete, so I gotta apologize for that. You know, they said it was gonna be a Mexican war. That shit just looked like a cartel kidnapping and an ass whipping, right?
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't no fucking war. But that said, you know, I think Garcia and Navarrete is a pretty good fight. Let's talk about AJ.
Wait. Who's Garcia?
Hector Garcia, Androide.
Nah, that's across the street, man. The natural fight to make is Oshaki Foster. He's a free agent. I think he just lost a purse bid, so he's gonna fight somebody. But he's the free agent WBC champ.
Okay, I mean, eventually they got to unify, though, right? Or we would like to see that.
Bro, Bob Arum didn't let Shakur unify in two divisions. 126, they never did the Warrington fight, even though there's obviously proof that Shakur turned down the offer. Then they never sent the offer to Gary. Then 130, he did unify with Valdez, never sent an offer to Cordina.
All right, fair point. So yeah, I mean, you know, Oshaki Foster, free agent. I like that fight. Let me just move to this Joshua thing right quick, though, man. Yo, I liked what he did, but he don't stand a chance against Wilder. And I like what Joshua does for the heavyweight division. Like what he does for I like a lot of things, the business, the marketing. He don't stand a chance, man. Like, he's such a nice guy, and I think he's so comfortable. He just, like, the one moment in the fight he decided to throw a punch with bad intentions is when he fucking won. And if you don't have it in you to step in that ring and throw that shit with bad intentions when you need to, that's gonna make you, you know, kind of food against the guy that like Deontay Wilder. Every fucking punch got bad intentions. That's why he don't throw no jabs. So no, man, Joshua, if he's gonna do anything, take the Wilder fight as soon as possible, ready or not, a la Lauryn Hill and the Fugees. Because if he go out here and lose his fucking confidence to a Hergovic or somebody else, I fear for him emotionally. And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just saying he rides a lot on the wave of what the people say and think about him. You know?
But they saying
So
I'm sorry. They saying the fight is for January. I think like the 17th. I gotta look it up. It's definitely allegedly supposed to happen in January. Like, this was the last hurdle.
Gotta be, man. It's gotta be. He don't need to do shit else. Let him feel good. Godfather theme music, Instagram post with the King Corsos, all of that shit. He need that confidence to at least believe that he has a chance against Wilder. Leave that man, put him in a bubble. You know what I'm saying? Don't show him no bad press. Just leave that motherfucker alone until this Wilder fight happens. Please protect this man's sanity protect his mentality, and just get him there. Everybody support Anthony Joshua so he can get the fucking Wilder fight, so we can get this heavy, because there's nothing really happening except the little guys that we want to make the fights, but it's too much politics in A side. We know in a heavyweight fight, somebody's likely to get banged up or banged on and knocked the fuck out. So yeah, and we want to see Deontay Wilder. So yeah, let's make this shit happen, man. Support this fight.
All right, all right. Well, I mean, thanks for calling in. If you want to go ahead and voice your opinion, the number to call is not working for whatever reason. They're doing maintenance, but we are taking callers on Discord and Twitter Spaces. I have Alex. What up?
Hello. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, man, it's kind of a funny question. I'm guessing that's what Malignaggi was talking about. I didn't see the clip, but does Joshua deserve Wilder after that performance? I mean, it's not really about the performance. It's really profile. I mean, if you look at these two guys, I mean, they were what? How long ago? Maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago. They were two of the biggest heavyweights on the planet. Wilder was doing pay-per-views. What's his name? Anthony Joshua. I think he did 5 straight fights of over 60,000 people, stadium after stadium, going to Wales, to different parts of the UK. And here we are. They've lost a couple times, but if you take Helenius, they both had emphatic KOs. Um, Joshua's road to it was a little strange. He was timid. He, as always, he looked robotic, stiff. But I mean, I always heard, the term, it's the result that matters, and he's gonna be able to have this clip of him knocking Helenius clean out to play on his highlight tape for the rest of his career. Whenever you mention Joshua, this is probably going to be a clip that is shown. I thought it was interesting. He knew Helenius was backing up. He said it to Derrick James, like, "Oh, he's going straight back." And then you can just hear Derrick James just constantly talking about the jab. He literally yelled at him, like, "Yo, you got to commit to the fucking jab." And what does he do? He goes in there, jabs to Helenius's backhand. Um, James had asked for the jab to the chest. He jabs him in that midsection and uncorks his huge right hand. And, down goes Helenius. So, I mean, I'm excited for the fight. I truly believe that this is probably now the biggest fight to make in boxing. The UK has a huge fan base. Everybody loves KOs, right? It's going to be an international event, put it in Saudi. And these guys are both vulnerable. They've both shown to have weakness. But I agree with you. I think it's pretty obvious, especially watching this fight. All it takes is one from Wilder. Joshua's he's just too vulnerable. He always seems susceptible to getting hit, and we just don't really like his reactions. And I'm with Amin as well, man. We got to put whatever we got to do. We got to talk Joshua up. We got to just speak highly of him, because I don't want no pullouts. I don't want no Tio. I still got it. I just want to see the fight, and whoever lands the hard shot first, may they be the winner, because that's what I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a short night, and it's gonna be explosive. That's my call, Ness.
Alex, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. I got a 5-star review coming in from Jay Nolte. And that's in the United States. It's a full 5-star review. The title is Get Some Knowledge. He says, I learned a lot from both Ness and Danny about being a real boxing fan. Got off the casual bench. Well, salute to you, man. Appreciate the 5-star review. Hopefully, more you can drop us 5-star reviews. You've learned how to do that with the video that I did share, and I shared it in an episode. So it's also in that episode. If you watch our YouTube videos, it's in that episode with a step-by-step visual. You could also hear it if you're listening to the podcast on TuneIn, Stitcher, iTunes, or anywhere podcasts are found. We got Chick Chickarelli with a $5 super chat. Salute, Chick. It's been a minute since we talked. He says, I love the Omaha barbershop arguments you were involved in. I was rolling on the floor laughing my ass off. Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. I know it's lost me my relationship. Because of my stance, but it's just, bro, come on, man. 25% of undisputed. Like ask John Ryder, did he get that? You know? He didn't. He fucking didn't. And I know Ryder is not Shakur, but it you get look, you Shakur fans, y'all the ones fucked it up. Y'all the ones fucked it up. Telling him he was right, calling me wrong, and now he fighting for one belt. Cause y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. You know? Old dumbass fans trying to tell him he doing the right thing. Now you fighting for one belt. Yeah, you getting 25% or you getting more than the 25% for one belt now. For one. You know? Because we listen to these weirdos that don't know shit. You know? People complain like the knock, right? Like if you don't like Devin Haney, you like, oh well, Devin Haney had an easy route. He had an easy route to undisputed. But what the fuck would have that been? If Devin had to go get one belt, right? Oh no, he got it emailed. Okay, he got that. Then he had to go to Australia to get the other 3, and then do it again. That was an easy route. So you being the mandatory is not easier. Like people don't even. This is what I'm saying. Like we gotta just keep it boxing. Because if you don't follow every single thing, you're going to miss something, you know? Like, for instance, this whole new Bob interview. Come on, man. I'm not believing Bob. Like, y'all really about to believe Bob? Y'all don't hear what he's saying there? Well, I don't think Devin thought he can win. I mean, well, I don't think Bob has Devin signed. So why would he say anything nice? Right? Like, and FYI, when he had Devin, did he say anything nice? Or did he tell you that Loma was going to win? You feel me? Like, stop the bull. Oh, Bob says it's not real. Man, get the fuck out of here. Bruh. Sean Alex, $10. Derek James, fighters take a lot of damage. I like AJ Wilder, but I guess he means fucking coach DJ, EJ. Oh, okay. Fucking with Coach Derek James. EJ almost got slept. Wilder will sleep AJ, and Canelo will decapitate Jamel Charlo, just like he did Amir Khan. I don't know about all that. That would be shocking to me if he knocks him out. Especially the way that he did Khan. Even fucking Kovalev, I don't think so. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm misjudging them big-ass legs, Charlo, and pictures lie for sure, because Bernie was so much leaner in person. On camera, I thought, bro, he like 140 pounds. He's fucking ripped. I thought he was, I don't know, 160, 80, 75, some shit. So camera could add some weight, but if that camera's not lying and them pictures is real, man, that motherfucker ain't going nowhere. Has he even been knocked down? Has he been knocked down? I don't know if he's been knocked down. I don't think he's been knocked down. He got tree trunks, man. My man's a cyclist, plus he's a boxer, plus he runs. I don't see it. He got to stay on the outside. Listen, Laura, I'm going to say almost. We know now that after I watched it a second time, I do not think Laura won that fight. But that's still good to say that initially, watching that fight for the first time ever live, and I thought Laura won that fight. And why am I bringing it up? Why are you bringing up Laura Ness? Fuck Laura Ness. He Cuban. That fuck Laura. All right, well, I'm bringing it up because he trained with Charlo for like 10 years. He was his stablemate for like at least 5, 6, 7 years. You know what I'm saying? He sparred Laura. He learned from Laura. He trained alongside Laura. He was with Laura when Laura got the fight. I'm just saying, there's a lot there. And he been wanting this fight, man. Again, we got to learn from the Crawford situation. Another man that been wanting to fight for a long time. Who was I? I was the detractor. He's like, man, he ducked me at 54. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. How he duck you? He out here fighting legends and Cotto and yabba da yabba. Whatever excuse I made. But Charlo, he harboring that anger. This motherfucker ducked me at 50. Motherfucker ducked me. He ducked me. He could have fought me. You know what I'm saying? Then you see all the shit they got on camera. Every time he watching Canelo fight, he got some shit to say. I just hope they do a good job with All Access the way they did with the Earl and the Terrence, because that shit, you know, there's a lot. That same James Harden, Jamel Charlo moment that's there for the Crawford and Earl fight. There's more of that for Canelo fights. Like Charlo been watching him and talking greasy from the outside. And on the other hand, Canelo has not been looking at Charlo. He not focused on him. Canelo was bigger than the world before that Bivol fight. In his mind, and even in minds, I thought he was invincible. You heard me. I wanted the motherfucker to fight Usyk, damn it. Then Bivol motherfucking destroyed all our dreams and fantasies. Turned that shit into nightmares. You understand? So when exactly was Canelo giving any fucking thought to Charlo? On the other hand, no Charlo looking at Canelo like, man, I can beat you. Every fight, every time he fight, he looking at the holes. I can beat you. It's different. We can't count this one out. I know the two-weight jump division, that's what got everybody scared. But look, we got great fighters that did it. Mosley, Mosley did it. He beat Oscar. You know, there's a lot of people that jumped up 2 weight classes and were successful. You just got to do your history. But there's plenty that did it. And then there's some that were competitive, So we just got to see. I'll tell you one thing. I will not discredit Canelo if he scores a knockout on Charlo. I'm not going to say it was a smaller man because I don't think he can knock him out. You kidding me? How? I don't know. Maybe he could overwhelm him because, Castano ain't got that experience, calculated pressure of Canelo. But I don't know, man. I think Jamel's going to shine. I think Jamel's going to shine on this one, man. Win or lose, I think he's going to look good. You know I'm picking him, but I'm really rooting for him. But I'm picking him. I just think the youth, even though they're the same age, Canelo got 407 rounds boxed, man. How many training camps is that, y'all? Elite level training camps. We talking about elite level sparring. Man, shit. And again, if we going off not resume, because if we go to resume, then everybody going to say, oh, well, Harrison beat him. There's no way Canelo doesn't beat him. And that's true. Some could argue that Charlo in his tough fights needs that second time, where Mayweather just needs those 4 rounds to adjust. Charlo may need a second fight to do the adjustments. And in this fight, you're not going to get a rematch clause. If you lose, you lost. So we shall see. We shall see. Not too far out now, though. We only like 47 days out. I've been keeping track. So we're like 47 days out from that fight, and then we will find out. I mean, look, he certainly has a big, you know, mountain to climb, because Canelo's no easy task for anyone. But at the very least, I don't see him getting stopped, man. That's crazy. Fats, what up?
Yeah, come back to me now. I'm gonna request back.
All right. Counterpunch, J Mac.
Yo,
Yo, yo.
Nuts. I want to get his shout out to one of my biggest fans.
Who
He
that?
goes Godfather. He was so much of a fan, he changed his name to J Max Lil Nigga, and that's what he been repping. Don't know why he came up with that name. So I inspire these guys to just want to be like me, sound like me. At least change his name to be in the chat. You can see him in 24/7. Everybody go to the 24/7 and shout out J Max Lil Nigga. That's my pocket holder. But hey man, look, I did want to say this about the Shakur thing. Can you hear me, Ness?
Perfect.
Hey man, I see. I don't know if you. I don't know why you feel. I know why you feel like you lost that relationship. At the same time, man, come on, Shakur can't be that sensitive about that, man. You gotta be entitled to your opinion. I'm a big fan of Shakur. I got him beating Devin, but I agree with Devin what he did. I watched Devin do everything he did, accomplish everything he did in sport. I'm not gonna sit up here and say Shakur deserves not to do take that less or be in that situation where he should take that percentage. And that's crazy to me that Shakur I ain't gonna say it's crazy. It's just I don't get why Shakur don't understand what Devin went through. And if it ain't just the right time for them dudes to meet up, it just ain't the right time. But I hope Shakur don't kill that relationship due to the difference. And obviously, come on here and let y'all hash that out. Hear your opinion out. You can bring Bernie, but
J-
at the same time, it should be respected and stuff. You hear me?
Yep.
Nah, I mean, but that's just crazy, man. I hope that relationship ain't built because you actually did quite a bit for Shakur and always been supportive. And like I said, I support Shakur as well. I just think Devin was right. He was wrong. That's my comment.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Uh, yeah, I don't know, man. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's fuck. Why I always get what I do? Damn, Nino dropped off. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. I'm just living off experience, right? So that's how I feel. You know, they don't like when you don't agree. TBV's People's Champ. What up? Brandon, Cincinnati. Brandon, Cincinnati.
Yo, how's my
Yo.
audio, Ness?
Straight.
Hey, what's going on, man? Shout out to you hitting that road, going to see the champ. I know that was a great experience.
It was,
Can't wait
bro.
for you to delve deeper into that, man. I just like the way y'all mended that relationship because I know a few years ago that probably wouldn't have been able to happen. You stepping into Omaha without getting fucked up. So the fact that
Yo,
y'all
you know
was able
what's
to
crazy?
put water under the bridge. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, you know what's crazy? That's what's crazy that in my whole time, and honestly, you know, I'm from the street, so that's all I was thinking. Like, I'm watching over my shoulder. I'm like, there's gonna be somebody that remembers something I said, and you know, they ain't over it. But nah, bro, that was a lot of love. It was
Man,
crazy.
shit.
It was crazy. And that was like the ongoing theme. Like people was coming up to us, shaking the hand, like, y'all enjoying the city? Y'all feeling the love? And I'm like, hell yeah. Like that was funny. I had definitely not wanted to go because I was just coming back from Dallas. I literally had no time. I got off the plane in Dallas and I had to make up my mind with Danny. So I ain't really want to go. But it was worth it. After going, it was certainly worth it. Oh shit, he left.
Yeah, that's
Oh
grown man shit. Um, can you hear me?
yeah, yeah. Salute the Trey, man. His cousin,
Okay,
man.
yeah, like
That
I said,
was
that's grown man shit.
his cousin was so
I think
dope
that's his
too.
nephew, ain't it?
I think it's two of them, bro. The nephew is the one that don't fight. Trey is the one that does fight. Trey is the one that's trained by Bomac, Red, and Isu. He's damn, bro. He's pretty like official, man. I can't believe. Yeah, nah. I want to see what happens with him. He's pretty old already, though. He's 22. He's got like 60 something amateur fights. So they're going for the Olympics next year
Okay.
for the 24 Olympics.
Best of luck to him. Now on to this topic. I agree with everyone else's sentiments. I wasn't very impressed by my twin brother AJ. Everybody knows I'm the AJ trucker. It looked similar to the Pulev performance to me. He was afraid to commit. It seems like he's thinking too much in the ring these days. He's not transitioning from offense to defense very well. He's either in defense mode or he's in offense mode. It's never like boom boom like. So I don't know, man. Like I said, he's not committing the punches. It's a lot of arm punches these days. He's not stepping into shots. When he finally did step into a fucking shot, he got the stoppage. So yeah, I agree with what everybody else is saying. I think if him and Wilder fight, which I do agree with Alex, is probably the biggest fight that can be made right now in boxing with, Bud and Errol being over. I think Deontay Wilder probably decapitates him, knocks his head off his fucking shoulders, and it flies somewhere into the Saudi desert or in the sand somewhere. But I would hope Wilder gets a tune-up fight before that because we've seen these guys coming off these long layoffs, how they look in the ring after those long layoffs. So shit, Wilder last fought last end of last year, but it was only one round. So essentially, he ain't had no real work since Fury 3. And what was that? Shit, going into January, that'd be damn near 2 years or so. So I would like to see him get a tune up before he fights AJ, but it probably won't happen because the timetable just don't match up if they plan on fighting in January. But even still, I got Deontay Wilder fucking AJ up. And it's hard for me to say that because I like AJ, man. He's good for the sport. And he's a big figure. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. Hopefully they get the fight made. Neither guy really has much else they can do to garner a payday like they can get fighting each other. Because a lot of their stock has dropped with the losses. So yeah, hopefully they make it happen. And yeah, and I got Deontay Wilder knocking his head clean off his fucking shoulders. And AJ will probably retire and enjoy his millions because he's made some good money. And that's my call, Ness, man. TBV, I have a good day. Protect your mental health at all times. Y'all know my slogan: skills over narratives.
Champ,
Love y'all, man. Peace. What's up,
champ.
brother?
Did you watch Navarrete?
Nah, man. I don't really be watching a whole lot of boxing like that these days. No, I didn't watch Navarrete. But you know what's funny, and I know niggas gonna hate. Initially, I picked Valdez to win, but at the last minute, I changed it. Like, man, Valdez been looking kind of shaky. He ain't on that T no more. Navarrete is the naturally bigger fighter, longer reach, taller. If they get into a war, I'm gonna go Navarrete, and I picked Navarrete at the last minute. So, but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I ain't watching no boxing this Saturday. Ironically, I ain't even watch AJ. Saturday, I watched it like the next day, Sunday morning. So now I ain't
Yeah, I
watched that
think
shit.
I think we all need to watch it. I think there's been a lot of indications of a possible Shakur Navarrete fight. So I think it's important because I seen even Coach Stephen Edwards said and apologized, same way I did to Inoue. He apologized to Navarrete saying he's sorry. You are the man. I underestimated you. He's still picking Shakur to beat him, but he thought Valdez would beat him, and he thought that was just wild shit, and he sees now that it's not just wild shit. So yeah, it would be interesting because again, Shakur unified with Valdez because that's in house. And Navarrete would be an in-house fight, a big fight for Shakur. It's the green print.
Yeah.
I can see that happening down the line. I'm not saying next everybody. I'm not saying next, but
I mean, it should happen next though, because Shakur ain't got a big fight. The only big fight for Navarrete at that division is Joe Cordina. Are they gonna cross promote? I mean, I would love to see him and Joe Cordina fight. I would actually favor Joe Cordina to win that fight,
I
but
mean
they
that
ain't
fight.
gonna cross promote that shit. So you might as well move up and fight Shakur.
If
And
they
like you
make
said, it's
that fight,
business wise, it makes sense.
if they make that fight for Navarrete, if I'm Shakur, man, it's time to walk. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna
What you
front.
mean?
Come on, man. They ain't even make the Joe Cordina fight for Shakur.
I mean, don't nobody want to fucking fight Shakur. You can't put a gun to these promoters. If you can't put a gun to a fighter's head and force them to fight Shakur, just like you can't force them to fight Bud. I mean,
I
motherfuckers don't want
mean,
to get their fucking ass kicked
I mean,
methodically
I,
for
I
12
I
rounds.
don't
That ain't really the
know.
promoter fight. Who wants to get their ass whooped for 12 rounds and not be able to touch a motherfucker? Like, come on, like
Well,
nobody wants to fight Shakur.
Warrington sent an offer. Remember, there was an offer sent for Warrington. It's people have screenshots all over Twitter that Shakur turned down the offer to fight Warrington. He felt like it wasn't enough money in lead. So there are people that are willing to get in the ring. You feel me?
Yeah, Warrington would have got his ass kicked too, though.
Eh,
Yeah, that probably was
I
the one
mean, but
mistake Shakur
again, but
made. He
there
should
are,
have probably took that.
maybe he would have, but that just shows that if one UK dude with a fan base could send you an offer, maybe another dude with a UK fan base could send you an offer in Cordina, you know. But appreciate you, champ.
For
I
sure,
got
brother.
I got Manuel LG. I forget what that stands for. I think I see your full name somewhere else. It's like something, but whatever. He said, "Who got the better heavyweights? PBC, DAZN, or top right? Damn, I hate gang banging, bruh. Like, why we still got a gangbang networks, man? Shit. I don't care who got the best heavyweights. Just make the best fights. But yeah, it's too hard to you would have to really like pull up they rosters too. And then you got to decide, what do you want? Do you want the new crop, the new generation, or do you want the established stars? It's a loaded question, right? We got keep it moving, $2. What do you think of Richard Torres versus Jared in the future? Yeah, I mean Torres doing his thing. Shout out to my man Trav FDY. Lord have mercy. Did Richard Torres really get a knockout in the first round? This dude spent like $2,000 on round one and got it, right? Torres got it, right? He did it in round one because he showed me betting slips that he fucking won. Bro, the balls on Trav is crazy, bro. You must not be married. How the fuck you be betting that much? Yup. Trav FDY told everybody bet on Torres to get the knockout in the first round. And he don't just be telling that motherfucker put hella bread on it. And Torres got the first round knockout. But look, man, Torres ain't been fighting nobody's. I mean, and again, I know resume and but damn, bruh. I don't know about Torres and Jarrett right now. But don't get me wrong. I would like that fight because Jarrett's not the biggest heavyweight. He's like 6'4", maybe 6'5", right? I wish Danny was here to be like, no, he's 6'6", but I think he's probably 6'4", 6'5". Torres is like 6'2", allegedly. I've never stood next to him to know what that 6'2" feels like. But his style would push Jared until he gets clipped. And the question is, will he be able to take the punch? Because we've seen him get knocked out by Balalov, Jakalov, or I don't know, Jalalov. I hope they give him a nickname like they gave Triple G and they gave Kazakh style, right? Like, come on, man. That's how you help us push this guy. Because Balalov, Jakalov is like, how the fuck? Come on, man. Give me like, I don't know, the Uzbekistanian destroyer or something. Who the fuck knows? But yeah. We've seen him get knocked out by him. without headgear in the Olympics. So we don't know is that just Jalalov or is that Richard Torres' chin? We'll find out in the future. Big boss, Nino, what up?
Yo, Ness, you can hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, man. I just now got into here. I just heard your little last rant about the little callers and the networks and shit. But going off this Joshua fight, bro, I wasn't impressed at all. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I might be too hard on him, but from what I see, I think Wilder knocked his main head off if they get in there. I mean, I've been thinking that, but after that last fight, I really don't think there's nothing he could do with this man, bro. Like, Wilder is really the only goalpost left for him. I know he talk about Fury and whatnot, but I don't want to see that shit neither. But when it comes to the fight, I thought he did decent, but I mean his face was getting all bust up and shit. His eye was a little swole. And it's like, damn, dog. Like, this nigga was talking about he carrying the heavyweight division and shit like that. I'm like, the whole division been a standstill, to be honest. Like, ain't none of them niggas fighting each other. It ain't even all on Fury. I look at it like all them niggas. Ruiz ain't doing nothing. Wilder ain't doing nothing. Like, Usyk fight whoever he want to fight, but he ain't finna fight no top dog no time soon. I mean, he waiting on Fury, but I don't know, bro. The heavyweight division, that shit just like it's like a better version of 160 in my opinion. Like the shit just stale. But with Joshua, bro, I don't know, man. Like I said, he said he fighting for money and shit. I don't blame him. So shit, get all the money you can. But this Wilder fight, bro, I'm not interested in it. Like he said he want to get another fight or two before the end of the year. I think he need it. Cause I really don't see how like you got some fans he was setting up the knockout. He wasn't rushing in, and he was boxing. Fuck that, bruh. Like, why is your face fucked up and you fighting Robert Helenius? This nigga just fought last week. Like, go in there and kill this man. Not kill him like that, but go in there and work this nigga out, bro. Do what you gotta do. Not get your face. Nigga nose was bloody as hell one round, bro. I don't know if you seen it. The towel was red as shit. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I might be a little too hard on Joshua, but I just expect so much more from him with that type of caliber opponent. I just expect him to put on a masterpiece class, and I didn't see that. Seen him get touched up a little bit too much, but I mean, it was a solid performance. But if you want to hold him at a top heavyweight level, then I don't see how you was excited or I don't know, bro. I don't know. But like I said, I might be a little too hard. But how you feel about the performance? Like I said, I just got in here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I kind of uh partially agree with Paulie. I'm not on the stance that he doesn't deserve it. I'm just of the mindset that um I always thought Wilder could beat AJ, and I always thought Wilder was more durable than AJ. But now it's absolutely been proven, you know. But again, that could be my biased eyes, right? Because look at this super chat that I read. Jesse Casada. He says, fuck out of here. Y'all acting like Wilder is the draw at heavyweight. Wilder been knocked the fuck out twice. AJ never been KO'd, and AJ is 10 times the draw compared to Wilder. 70-30, AJ still the back. Now, I'm only partially interested in half of this message, right? Before you think I'm endorsing the whole message, right? So fuck what he's talking about the money shit, because the money shit really doesn't matter. But a simple answer to your money stuff is, again, Saudi Arabia announced that they signed Wilder. If they're going to sign AJ, they haven't done it yet. So it's always been rumored the fight is going to happen in Saudi. We interviewed the boxing CEO from Skill Challenge. He told us it's going to happen in Saudi. They signed Wilder. The money's coming from there. Wilder, I mean, how's that not make him the A side? But look, it don't even matter because they giving up the money. So it doesn't matter who's what and who gets what. We still get the fight. So, Jesse, I think you're arguing the wrong thing. But in between all that, he says Wilder's been knocked the fuck out twice, and AJ has never been KO'd. So, where I'm thinking AJ is less durable, he's trying to claim that Wilder is the one that is not durable because he's been the one that's been stopped twice, which is not a bad argument. I just look at Wilder being stopped by Fury and how he fought in those fights and how he still dropped Fury. That shows me durability. It shows me that you got to be on the level of Fury, or at least as consistent with your punches as Fury, in order to put Wilder in that sort of danger. So if you can't put Wilder in that danger, then how do you stop his right hand, which we know is still there, because in his toughest fight, he still put that man down like 5 times. So, yeah, I don't know. Y'all tripping. You know what I mean? What we do know is this. The power of Wilder is real. He proved that in those 3 Fury fights. That power is real. And you know, he further proved that in the Helenius fight. People thought that was him getting a pass from his sparring partner, but now we see his sparring partner ain't here to lay down. He took AJ 7 rounds. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna still ride with the right hand. I'm gonna ride with the right hand, and you gotta understand this is him with the right hand working with Malik Scott. So you want to believe there's going to be a little bit more tools in the tool belt. Ryan Frazier, $5 Canadian. What up, TBV Nation? Let's hope the back half of the year finishes strong. Best year in boxing in a very long time. 2 clapping emojis. Salute. Average boxing fan, $2. Valdez versus Vaquero. Now, that was a fight. Who the fuck is AJ? Okay. Back with another one, $2. Mosley was a PD head. He don't count. He a beast. I mean, I don't know that fight was overturned on BoxRec. So, Sean Alex, $2. Is Canelo Charlo presser tomorrow or next Tuesday? It's actually mañana in New York, and then Thursday. I was actually thinking about doing a show. You see how some fights are bigger than others? Like, that email was in my inbox. I ain't noticed it till yesterday. So when it was Earl and them, it's like, oh shit, press tour. Oh, they doing 2 cities. When it was Ryan and Tank, oh shit, it's only 2 cities. Like, where's the buzz on this one? But I'm gonna try and squeeze it in. We got to build the buzz, man. We got to build the buzz for them, but it ain't there, right? Them other fights, people wanted to know. We're going to have to try and push this one a little bit more. We got Mad Bent 100. $5 super chat. He says, daily dose of Tanquil. AJ looked in the best physical shape ever. He got a mental boost. AJ gets KO'd by Wilder, though. Right back with another one, $2. He says, daily dose of Tanquil. I picked Navarrete. Shakur versus Navarrete. Next. We going out to CYP.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, man. It's time to get real. Get real. Get real. Let's talk about my man's first. 'Cause, you know, seems like all the CYP Army fighters get all the big fights that all y'all motherfuckers talking about, which y'all love to hate on all of them. My bad that we're in the biggest fight. You should have picked these fools years ago, like I did when they didn't have belts. You see something, stick with the dudes you see, and they will bring you glory. I'm standing glorious with my undisputed champions, with my biggest fighters ever, with my 1.2 million. Man, I'm killing right now. Now, let's talk about my man Charlo. His best performances, he is a murderer. Fights with no rematches attached, different story. Everybody want to talk about, oh, Castano, oh, Harrison, but you keep forgetting that in the rematch, he annihilated them. This wasn't a situation where he won the second fight. No. He annihilated them. Both fighters that he thought, man, I could beat them because I'm Charlo. Motherfuckers make mistakes. They get in there, don't look their best. Then they get a rematch, say, you know what, fuck that, I'm mad. Y'all think he beat me? Boom, boom. What happens? Annihilation. So we're going to pretend as if Canelo isn't one of those guys who y'all think could beat him, who he's an underdog against, who y'all talking shit about him, just like y'all did when Harrison won and when he got the draw. You got to think about that Charlo. That Charlo is a fucking murderer. Does that mean he gonna win? Don't know. I'm picking him. Does that mean Canelo gonna win? Don't know. I'm still picking Charlo. But to think that he's not gonna come in there prepared, ready to kill, seek, and destroy, you're a fucking idiot. Don't be a dumbass and pick some dumb shit. Because I'm telling you, if Charlo pull this off, oh my gosh. Do you know what kind of monster you're going to unleash? I'm already the man. I'm already the man when I walk through. You better hope to God. You better pray to God he don't win this goddamn fight. And for all you fuckers from the UK, y'all owe me bets. Bring your monkey ass to CYP athletes. Come to my DM. Let's get these bets that y'all been ducking for 5 years. It's time to pay the piper. Y'all know he ain't got no goddamn chance. Y'all know he ain't got no goddamn chance. Y'all know he ain't got no goddamn chance. Come, make that bet. Y'all know what I'm about. Y'all listening? CYP out.
Okay. Can you just tie in how you're connecting defeated Charlo coming back on a rematch to avenge a loss to this Charlo who hasn't lost yet? Like, cause you're like, yo, that Charlo, that Charlo. So how are you connecting the
Oh my
guy that
God.
comes into the fight off a
This is
loss
good.
as a guy
This is
that's
good.
coming into the fight as an undisputed champ?
Excuse me. I'm confused. But I'm not confused. I've known you for a long time. This is how it works. Any athlete who considers himself great has performances where he doesn't take serious. They all have performances like that. The question is, do they get to redeem themselves? If you get to redeem yourself, you all that shit you was talking about, I didn't take him serious. You have to redeem it. And what did he do in those rematches? Annihilate those men.
You
The
may
reason
feel like it's
y'all
your
don't want to,
time,
y'all want to ignore that.
but it's not your time.
Go ahead.
Y'all want to ignore that to help your argument. And I get it. Build the fight up any way you want to. I'm not telling none of y'all how to argue. I'm not telling do your thing. That's what makes a good show. But to pretend as if he's taking Canelo lightly, to pretend as if he doesn't know what the fuck is up for grabs right here. He knows this. To ignore that means you ain't never coached nobody. You ain't never been around no great athletes. You ain't never even fucking talked to none. If you believe that your biggest fight ever, you going to come in there on that bullshit. Just like your man Canelo went to the computer for the biggest fight of his life that he was favored to win. That was against Triple G. When you know shit is on stake, you amp it up. Ask your man Clembutanello. If you don't understand, ask your Clembuterol felon. Ask Clembuterol convict. Ask him. Ask him.
Come on, people. We got to be better as a community. You know, we want to learn, you know. And again, the Crawford fight, that's why I'm so happy I've lived through that moment. I'm so happy I went to the parade. You know, I've lived through the whole negotiations. That's two now. I lived through the whole Pacquiao negotiations, you know. You learn a lot. And what's common in both of those things is that people don't know how to give credit or won't allow a fight or a fighter to just simply lose. You know what I mean? We have to stop tearing down these fighters. And I'm probably, was part of that. But I'm trying to change, is all I'm saying. I'm promoting change. Like the way that people talk about Earl, it's not right. You know, it's like, how do you get these fighters to take these big fights if that's what you're going to say, right? Like the minute they lose, we going to be ridiculously critical and diminish their entire career. It's like, well, why would they take the tough fight? You know what I mean? I don't get y'all, man. $2 cash app from Mike Hicks. He says Valdez counter was open all night. Never took it. I mean, he's a left hook bandit, man. I don't know. I don't know that he gonna have to show us what else he got, man. Does he even have anything else? Or is that it? Hopefully he's got some more gears, man, that they can tap into. I got P Loads. What up? Nope. You might have to jump out, jump back in, champ. C Dub, what up?
Yo, hot audio.
Chilling.
Show you this. What's up, man? Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Shout out to the back call. I mean, AJ pulled it off, man. AJ did what a few didn't expect. Like you said, Ness, people throw the fighters away. Just because AJ lost, then came back and beat Ruiz in a fashion that was a boxing science, and he didn't come to kill. He still got the win. That's what matters. You still get the win, and it don't matter if I win by an inch. It don't matter if I win by a mile. It don't matter if I win pretty. It don't matter if I win ugly. I get the win. That's what matters, man. So AJ, congratulations getting the win. I made money off that. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore shit. I made money off AJ getting the knockdown. That was an easy bet right there. And on to the statue. On to Wilder. It's time. All of the building up and all of the getting the checks. You didn't got enough checks with over there with Barry and Eddie. It's time to cash in now. It's time to go ahead and cash it in. You saw what's the difference when a statue hit Helenius and a heavyweight great hit Helenius. It's a difference. When you get hit by a statue, round one is you out. So it's statue shit now. And this what we need. Let the Ruiz fight go. I think Wilder may need a tune up though. These fighters now it's been showed that we may need that tune up. We don't want the people to be rested. To not even have that excuse. Let's just get that excuse out the way. But if you don't get the tune up, then we're gonna have that excuse in our back pocket and shit. So I just like to not get the excuses out the way. Go ahead and give what maybe, hopefully. But if you don't, then let's see it in December. No more waiting. The
Damn.
time is now.
It will be 15 months. I didn't know that. It will be
Yeah,
15
man.
months
Hardcore
out the
shit.
ring.
Hardcore shit, man. But yeah, it was
That's
a
a
lose
dangerous
lose for
number.
AJ.
That's a dangerous number. Some people saying that that's a cursed number.
Yeah, man. And man, it is. It
Was it
really is. And
Earl?
then
Was
at
it
this
Earl
age,
out the ring 15 months?
I believe so. I believe so. It just, I think he need to get one. But if he don't, Ruiz, I don't think he need to get Ruiz. I don't think he need to get Ruiz though. In the meantime, we know Ruiz would be someone that could mess up the apple cart. So it would be somebody else, not Ruiz. So I don't know what they're going to do if they're going to just go straight to it. But it was like Keith fighting Barrios, and you know how much you hated that. It was a lose since Tank. So it wasn't a really nothing. I mean, AJ couldn't look great in this fight, but he looked good. He still got the stoppage, And let's just pick our fighters up, man. He's still a top 5 heavyweight. It's still going to be a top 5 matchup between him and between Wilder and AJ. So let's go, man. And hey, man, when you gonna do the show on that Sabril in Devon? Or you don't think there's enough buzz? You don't think Bill Haney
You
gonna
make it
show up for
feel
that
like
one?
it's your time.
But
What
it's
is not
not
your
your
time?
time. It's not your time. You might feel like it's your time to keep talking, but it ain't your time to keep talking, man. Listen, I love it. I love it because I'm gonna be here, standing at the top. You know what I'm saying? Pounding on my chest because I picked the right person. You know, and we'll let that play itself out. I'm always gonna pick the boxer. So we'll see. I don't know what we talking about in terms of Matias, because last I checked, he was with PBC, and it sounds like Devin's going to Matchroom, so I'm just bit lost. Ortiz. Ortiz.
Yo, Ness,
Yo,
¿qué pasó?
Ortiz, what up?
¿Listo de charlar de boxeo? Um, hey, I missed earlier the show. What did Malignaggi say exactly?
That AJ doesn't deserve the fight based off this performance. He didn't do anything to prove that he doesn't get beat by Wilder.
Uh, I don't know, man. Like at this point, you know what? In terms of the heavyweight division, I'm kind of like don't really not care for it anymore, but not really paying attention to it anymore, man. It's kind of been still for a while. Um, they're just not fighting each other, man. I think the last big heavyweight fight we had was Wilder and Fury, right? Two, and that was 2 years ago. I mean, I don't know what these guys are doing. Fury's fighting some MMA fighter. I'm still gonna watch it, but I'm not really. I don't want to. I wanted to see Fury versus Usyk like everyone else, but yeah, at this point, man, I don't even know what's going on. I mean, AJ at this point, what's he like? He even doing? Is he just like, what's his goal at this point of his career? You know, like, I mean, he already racked up some wins, and you know, he's just fighting not bums, but why is he fighting Rob Helenius? I mean, I don't know, man. Heavyweight division, it's kind of just stale for me, man. At the smaller divisions are more popping in boxing. They're making more noise than the heavyweights. I think the heavyweights just, at least this era, it's just stale and like it's nothing to really uh, talk about at this point, really. And to be honest, the heavyweight division for years it's been stale, man. Like no one's really doing anything. I mean, they could, and it's there. It has the potential of making noise, but like I said, these guys don't want to fight each other for whatever reason. But yeah, man, yeah, that's my call.
All right, all right. My man said the heavyweight division has been making noise for years. Whoa. Brandon, what up?
What up, boxing voice? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I saw a list for the pound for pound rankings, and they just moved up Inoue to number one, and they put Crawford as number two. I was wondering if you agree with that, and
Whose
maybe
rankings?
that's somewhere on Twitter that was or X, I mean,
Come
that was
on, man.
talking about boxing something.
Yeah,
It's a profile.
yeah, man. I mean, does it matter if you don't even know who they are?
Well, it's a source. I just saw it recently. It's a profile. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called Boxing Minute or something about that.
Again, what I'm saying is if the pound for pound list isn't from someone that I don't know you deem credible, does it matter to you? Because you don't
I
even
mean, I don't think
you don't even know who they are. You keep saying someone.
right. I mean, it could be just completely a random person that posted it. Um, but it looked official to me, so that's why I sort of brought it up. But maybe it wasn't official. But I'll go back and look and see if it's actually real and if it's like, according to, because I don't know who's the official source for that. Well, I guess wouldn't it just be the boxrec.com, because that's where I would see that. Um, but yeah, I mean, obviously Terrence Crawford just runs the welterweight division. Um, is Inui a lightweight, I believe, or uh, that's the question. But
BoxRec does not have a new way above Crawford, FYI. So again, I don't know where you got that from.
I wasn't saying. I was just saying that's why I saw it on Twitter. But I wasn't agreeing with it. I was actually I wanted to see if possibly you thought the same, or is it possible that they could fight each other based off that? Um, I'm not sure. But I saw.
Fats, what up? We're gonna keep it moving. My man out here trolling. Bruh, if you guys think I have time for trolls, I don't. Not on a free call. You ain't gonna troll me for free, motherfucker. You gonna have to pay to troll me. My man said Crawford versus Inoue.
Knew he was.
What the fuck,
Hell yeah,
man?
he had me confused too.
Listen,
I'm
I
like,
get
what the
that there's casuals out there, but you motherfuckers got to just shut up and listen for a while.
Yo, what's good with you though, man?
Chilling, man.
Chilling. Yeah, I think to answer Paulie Malignaggi, I mean, what do you mean do Joshua deserve Wilder after? I mean, he talking like Wilder be the A side or something, man. I mean, what the fuck you mean? Is that fight overdue? You know what I mean? They supposed to been made that fight. I had Wilder beating them, you know, but this is before the Tyson Fury shit and all that. I still got him beating them, but I had Wilder really thinking that he was going to destroy him. But now looking back at it, Joshua probably had a better chance back then of beating Wilder, you know, because now, I mean, after his losses, he kind of just don't look the same as just as far as his mentality. Like, I don't know if he just boxing for a check at this point. You know what I mean? But it was good that he got the knockout. He ain't have a knockout in a long time. But for people saying that he'll get decapitated and all that, like, I don't know, man, because he been a busier fighter. You know, if he really want that fight and he put that pressure on Wilder to fight him in December, I mean, I think he'll have a little advantage if you ask me, considering that he been in the ring a bit more recent and he been able to kind of work on the shit that he been weak at. So I mean, it's still a good fight all in all, but I think that he'll have a more shot than people giving him. I mean, dude still got the knockout against Helenius. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people gotta give him his credit, man. Like I'm not a Joshua guy, but you know, dude ain't had no soft touches in a long fucking time, man. Like all these guys, they get soft matches, they get soft touches. I mean, Wilder for Ortiz and then Fury, you know, but it depends on how you look at Ortiz. Like, you know, do you put him on a level with those guys? Like, I don't think he was ever on a level with those guys, you know, even at his best. But you know, Joshua, man. I mean, you know, people can say what they want to say about him, but dude be fighting the heavy competition in that division, man. Only people who ain't fight is fucking Fury and Wilder, and Fury wanted to fight with him. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Because Fury, you know, that's a big money fight for him. You know what I mean? Besides Wilder, I think he'll get paid more fucking with Joshua, because Joshua is bigger in his country than Wilder is over here, if we being honest. So I mean, you know, they, you know, for Malignaggi to say, do he deserve Wilder? Like Wilder is the fucking king of the division or something. I mean that's crazy for him to say it like that. But it's still a fight that I want to see. It shouldn't get overdue. But people talking about Wilder should get a tune up in between the fights. I mean, I don't know about all that. If Joshua say he want to fight him in December, what he gonna do? I mean, you know, he gonna take the fight now, the big money, or he gonna say he need a tune up. But we'll see how it go. Appreciate it.
Fats, appreciate you calling in. I don't know that he meant like, do he deserve it from a financial standpoint? I think he meant more like, do he deserve it from a competitive standpoint? Like, is AJ the guy to beat Wilder? Like, Paulie is saying that, and Brandon, maybe that's the poll, man. Paulie is saying that Ruiz is the more competitive fight. So let me do that. Brandon, you think about that while I keep getting to these calls so I don't slow up the line. We need to figure out how we put that into a poll. We got PL. What up? Yeah. Yo. We heard the mic, but then he cut out. Yo. Hello. All right. We hear nothing, my friend. You got to unmute. You're still unmuted. You got to unmute. There you
What?
go.
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Now we hear you.
Yeah, I'm calling from London. Shout out TBV. I've been locking in for like a year and a half now. I know
Salute.
all of you lot here. You lot are some experienced boxing guys. Firstly, I don't know what Paulie's talking about AJ not deserving a Wilder fight. Who's the A side and who is actually the cash cow of the heavyweight division? I understand what he's talking about competitively, but let's see who's actually Wilder's what, like 40 something fights. Who's he actually been fighting really? AJ got his first title at what, 16 fights in? What was Wilder doing at 16 fights in? If we go through box rec and we actually check who's actually fought top heavyweight contenders, it's not. It's a really like 8-2. Who else? Who was Wilder fought? Just Ortiz and Fury. Ortiz was getting beaten up till he threw the one shot. Fury got beaten up 3 times. Obviously, I understand AJ's lost. That is what it is. Everyone, you lose, but he's coming back on the show. At least he's fighting. You understand? At least he's fighting, and that's all I got to say. Because I know Paulie. Paulie's been talking shit from when he was talking about Devin, and I knew Paulie's on something anyway. So shout out TBV. That's all I got to say, man.
Salute. Yeah, again, I don't know that resume matters. Like with this fight, like, I mean, fuck, man. I mean, we can see, right? It's like, how does AJ not get hit with the right hand? Like, he's right there. Wilder could literally wail on him because AJ's right here with this high guard. I don't see his feet keeping him away from Wilder all night. I don't know. CYP counter punch.
Let me know if he.
We hear you.
Yeah, man, I just got in my car about to walk in my gym. I'm looking in the mirror. Got to change shirts. I'm a buff motherfucker, man. Yeah, but let me get back to the conversation. I'm proud of myself. Now, I want to say this. I find it funny as hell, that when Wilder fought Helenius, this fucking bum, he's a sparring partner. What is he expected to do? He's trash. Who is Helenius? AJ fights the man on a week's notice after he already been knocked out by the first punch that Wilder landed. Remember, it was the first right hand that Wilder landed that knocked out Helenius. The first one. First punch. I'm going to fight that dude, and I'm going to have my fans call in and talk about how credible my performance was against the same dude that they hated that Wilder fought because he was trash. See, when I was talking about Helenius is a good opponent, y'all poo-pooed on it. All of y'all. All of yous. I tell you, all of yous. All of y'all did that shit. Now all of a sudden it's flipped. I always told you fucking idiots. Stop being haters because the dude you argue against is going to use everything the person you're arguing for against you. See, I got you. Crosshairs. Boom. Shot your ass. Now all of a sudden Helenius needs to be talked about and praised so much for being a warrior and all that other shit. Nah, man. Keep it real. A side, B side. Who gives a shit? If Saudi's putting up the money, there is no A or B. A or B sides only matter when your company's trying to fight the other guy's company. That's when A side matters. Not when one company wants you both. Dummies. Ask when Black Prime was trying to sign Earl and Bud, there was no A or B side because they were the ones putting up the money. Dummies. Y'all don't know shit about boxing. This is the reason why when they make big fights, they talk to the casuals because you fucking hardcores are dumb as fuck. Y'all complain about everything, but then you go ahead and watch anyway. So what's the point of even talking to y'all? Make some goddamn sense. If you believe AJ gonna win, say it. All this money talk, A-side talk, resume talk, all that shit is gonna make you look dumb. We did the same thing just a minute ago for Crawford versus Spence. Who did Crawford fight? Look at his resume. What about And what happened? And what fucking happened? And what fucking happened? Learn from your mistakes, people. You know that AJ is not as good as Wilder. But if you believe in him, pick him. Charlo is not as great as Canelo. I said it. But I'm still going to pick him. Stand on your shit with all them fucking excuses, you crybabies. And I see you at the dinner table because it's time to eat. Eat, eat, eat. CYP gone.
CYP. Matt Bent. 100. Matt Bent 100. Matt Bent 100. You gotta unmute. Champ. You gotta unmute. All right. We going to Timboski.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry about that, bro. Sorry about that, man. I've been waiting still. It's just the fact that I had a look at incident. I'll call back in it. Sorry about that, man. I had a look at incident. Accident. I will call you back.
All right, brother. No worries. Hope you're all right, man. Matt Bent.
Hello?
We listening.
All right, man. Twitter kicked me off. I'm back on. Anyway, AJ had a good performance. I thought he did. Hello?
Are you using your Kenichis? Because that don't sound like them.
No, I'm not. I'm at work.
Oh, all right. Just making sure the
Hey,
people know that ain't Kenichi bet right there.
no, that's the phone. That's the phone.
Okay.
Phone mic. All right, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna speak up. AJ had a good performance. He looked in great shape. But I think both these guys need a tune-up. Wilder only went one round. And like CYT said, the first right-handed, he caught Helenius, he put him to sleep. But AJ, I think he went in very cautious, very careful, and he was relieved. He said he ran out the ring and got with it. He was relieved that he got that knockout, like finally, you know. So I think you need a tune-up. I think Wilder need a tune-up, so you can see where the confidence is. Because we didn't see much from Wilder. It was like blah when the fucking fight was over. First round, first right hand, and he was backing up. So we got to see. I bet on Navarrete versus Valdez because I thought Valdez, he's a good fighter, but watching the Shakur fight, I wasn't convinced he's that high quality fighter that Navarrete could beat him. So I chose Navarrete to beat him, even though it was a good fight. And I thought he could have did a lot better with Navarrete by going to the body. He was trying to land that hook over the top and missing, and he should have focused on Navarrete's body because Navarrete have a problem. He gasses, but he's a dog, so he pushes in those championship rounds, but he got tired. But it was a good fight. I would like to see Shakur and Navarrete next, just for the hell of it. But yeah, man, TBV, that's my call.
All right, man. Bent, appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. We going out to Elohim James. What up?
Yeah,
What up?
my boy.
What's good?
What's good with you, Ness?
Chilling, chilling.
Bro, you be working hard, man. I seen y'all out there at the parade, the barbershop. Hey, I know on some real shit, like Bernie, we love you, man. But I know you wanted to hit that nigga with a right hook.
Never.
I know you wanted to hook off. I know you wanted to hook off in that barbershop. Come on, man. Fam be disrespectful, bro. He be going too hard, man. You got great taste.
I don't even think he was disrespectful. I just think it's a super lack of knowledge there. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Like this is the
That's a
thing.
fact.
You gonna be
Go ahead, Chair.
knowledgeable. You gonna be knowledgeable for your guys, so you gonna know about them. But like, this is my
He didn't
job.
know nothing else.
Yeah, it's my job. I know about the sport. Like I'm watching everything that's moving. Every tweet Shakur tweeting, every tweet Devin tweeting, Regis. I'm on that shit. We on
And
that
he's
shit.
not even a boxer anyway. He's not even a boxer. So it's like, bro, what is you doing? Like, you just look like the
I
ultimate
mean,
clout
he in the
chaser, my boy.
team. He in the team. You gotta give him
Yeah,
that. You know, Shakur is little bro to big bro Crawford. He been in hella camps.
Shakur is cool. I could deal with Shakur.
No, but that's what
He
I'm
a
saying.
fighter.
Like Bernie's rotting for Shakur like that because they team Bud. That's team Bud. Like, come on, man. Shakur done spar Bud. He be in the camps. He bet money on the fight. He was on the float. Like Shakur's family. Shakur's
Yeah.
family.
He's his man. Shakur cool. It's just Bernie, bro. Bernie is just that guy there, man. But anyway, man, y'all be working hard, man. I seen you, bro. The fights this weekend were great, man. They was phenomenal, man. 2023 is really an outstanding year of boxing, man. Valdez, boy, you might need to think about either retiring or strictly learning defense, man, because you can't keep taking these type of beatings, my boy. I felt so bad for him in his eye, man. It just looked so bad. but they said it wasn't an orbital break, and it's just bruised and real sore. So that's good for the kid. But hey, man, he got to learn some defense, bro, or he ain't gonna last. AJ, you a clown, bruh. Like, I don't know where your head is, man, but it is not into boxing, man. You let Conor McGregor come in the ring and feed you some beer, bruh, when your lips is all bruised and battered up, bloodied than a motherfucker. I know that shit stung like a motherfucker, too. What's wrong with AJ, man?
Probably got
AJ, we
paid,
need you to
man.
get it together.
He probably had that proper
Man,
12 endorsement.
Man, that thing burnt them lips up, boy, because Helenius was doing a job on his face. How you let Helenius do you like that, my boy? Like that, I see why Paulie talking like he talking, but we still want to see the fight. And I do. I want to see my man Wilder get what he always deserved, and that's that AJ knockout on his record. Wilder does win the fight by KO, in my opinion. AJ he's just all over the place. I think he's had too many trainers. He's had too many mental adversities, man, and he's just all over the place, bruh. He needs to go ahead and get this money fight and get out the game, man. And that's my opinion. You feel me? But TBV for life, man. Y'all hold it down. Keep working. Keep shining out here, Ness.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hopefully Danny can make it in, man, so we get this parade show off, man. Cause I just got tagged by my man Wayne. I didn't even expect Wayne to be in Omaha, Nebraska, but obviously Bud and B&B Boxing put on a show, an amateur show, and my good friend Wayne from Kansas City was the referee. So we finally got to meet after all these years. We finally got to meet in person. And he's actually a good ref because, the kid, it was a lot of Southpaws out there. I don't know if that's Bud inspired, but everybody was a Southpaw. But this one Southpaw in the red, um, he just kept he just like, we knew he was tired, but then he came after and we spoke to him and he confirmed that he was tired. So that was the problem. So during the fight though, he'd be doing good. Then all of a sudden he'd just shell up and walk himself back to the ropes and let his opponent wail. Just unlimited amount of shots. And it's like, bro, this is an amateur fight. Who is your trainer? Like, that's a knockdown. Sure enough, Wayne has to call a knockdown, standing 8 counts. The kid does the shit again. He got to call another standing 8. Believe it or not, motherfucker did it again. They stopped the fight. So we stopped him because Trey knew him, and we just like, bro, what the fuck was going through your head? Was you tired? He's like, yeah, I was tired. I'm like, oh, all right, but that's it. That's it right there, and that's the biggest problem in this sport. Motherfuckers think it's just skill, man. You got to run. You can't be tired, man. You can't be tired. Shit. You got to run. You have to have cardio. This is a cardio must sport. Cardio must sport because you never know when anxiety is going to kick in. People talked about, oh, Crawford not being ready for the bright lights, and look how he performed. But again, salute to Wayne doing his thing, USA boxing ref, and got to obviously referee a huge card, right? Like, imagine, Bud was ringside, Steven Nelson was in there. It was a pretty dope experience, man. Shout out to that amateur show. It ran well too. That's oh man, I hate the Danny. Danny is like, because I need to talk about that. Yo, there was no fights. There was literally only one dude that got yoked up for, doing some bullshit, and it was security yoked him up. Like, there was no fights. Come on, man. Anybody from the East Coast know, just Google Puerto Rican Day Parade, man. You see how shit get? Man, matter of fact, wasn't it a Dominican parade the other day in New York? Somebody Googled, did anything happen? Let's see if nothing was reported. Man, that shit was insane. They love Bud. That was crazy. I said it, but I gotta say it here because this is where it's documented. I told Sean Porter he can certainly and I mean Bud. I told Sean this over dinner or something. Bud has a Bud certainly has a future in politics in his city. I believe there's no way he can't become the mayor of the city. I look before you say that I'm exaggerating and I'm on the Bud train and all this shit. Think about parades, and then think about when have they been for one man. All right. Then think about boxing and think about parades. And where are they? You know, usually it's like homecomings for Puerto Rican fighters and some Mexican fighters, but parades we don't really get. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. Shout out C Dub. Statue shit. Wilder not only got a statue, he got a parade. I wasn't able to go. We all seen the pictures. I think he had like the sweater vest on, and he was in the back of the car with the belt. It wasn't as big as this. Like they talking about 25,000 people was there. They clocked 15,000 at the park and another 10 for the parade. I never seen no shit like that. I just never seen no shit like that. Not for no fighter. Not for no fighter. Now, maybe somebody gonna be like, hey, in 1986 when Mike Tyson was all right, well, I ain't, I was a kid. I ain't feel it or see it. This was a pretty pretty insane. And it's a small, big town. I hate that I'm doing this alone because Danny we gonna do this shit all over again. But it's a small, big town. Everybody knows each other, that's for sure. Everybody was somebody's cousin. It was crazy. It's crazy to live like that. Like, I grew up diverse, obviously, with so many different nationalities and everything being in that tri-state area. So it's pretty dope. Pretty dope experience. Because I would have never otherwise been in Nebraska. Omaha. How? What up, Nike?
Yo,
What up?
shouts out to you, Ness, man. Tell Danny stop being late, man. Yeah, hey,
Chilling,
man, I
chilling.
don't think, man, Joshua don't deserve Wilder. Wilder is gonna fucking punish him, man. Cause
But explain what you mean by deserve. Because again, like it's not neither man is the A side,
well,
right? Like
I would say
the prince is
I
paying
guess
for the
I'm going
fight.
by the topic. Yeah, I guess I'm going by the topic. I mean,
Well,
I can
again,
say he deserved the
at the
fight
end,
because
at
we've
the
been
end of
wanting
that,
for a minute.
remember at the end of that sentence, it says Malignaggi says no way. So it's not like you feel me. We or you have to say he don't deserve it. This is Malignaggi's opinion. If you agree, then you agree. That's different.
Yeah, I kind of do, but I kind of I see what you're saying now. But like, I say he deserves it in a way because we've been wanting that fight for probably what, like 5 years. But
Hell
other
yeah.
than that,
5 or 7.
man, other than that, yeah, 5 or 7. Other than that, I don't think he can do nothing with Helenius because Helenius was Wilder's sparring partner. So I can see how he touched Joshua up. But Wilder slapped him in the first round. Wilder only hit him
Yeah,
like
but
what?
do that matter?
Clean
Do
three
that
good
matter?
times.
Do that matter? I mean,
Yeah, it matter. It matter when
Earl,
it's a common
Earl
opponent.
Spence, Earl Spence allegedly was losing the Brook fight off of a Triple G loss. Then Crawford fought Brook, allegedly a shot warm Brook after Earl and Triple G broke his face. And then what happened in the
Nah,
fight?
that
Then what happened in the fight? Like
see.
it don't matter. Fighter A beating fighter C don't mean he could beat B. That's
Yeah,
all.
I say it matter in heavyweight though, man, because Joshua got pieced up, man. I mean, Wilder, he's an okay boxer. He ain't the best, but he an okay boxer because he got a bronze medal in the Olympics, so he can box somewhat good. But Joshua is a better boxer than me. It's just Joshua head movement, unless he fits that with Derrick James. But I didn't see him fixing that with Derrick James with that Helenius fight. So I see Wilder putting his head on the fucking shelf, man. Cause I don't see him. I
But
don't see
champ,
him getting past Wilder in 7.
you being negative. This gonna be his third training camp with Derrick James. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad to pick AJ to beat Wilder. Wilder
No,
gonna
it's
have
not bad to pick
Wilder gonna
AJ
have
because AJ is a hell
15
of a fighter
months.
too.
You may feel like it's your time,
But it ain't your
but it's
time.
not your time.
Listen to me. Wilder got 15 months out the ring by the time they step in the ring. AJ got 3 camps with Derrick James. 3 camps with Derrick James. Wilder got 15 months out the ring in 1 round boxed. 1 round without headgear. He knocked out Helenius in 1 round. So everybody's saying, oh, it's bad AJ went rounds. At least he went rounds. He got to work on shit that him and Derrick James been working on. I mean, again, I'm gonna keep repeating it. It's gonna be the new phrase out here. We learned from the Crawford fight. We learned. We got to start thinking differently. Can't be the way um it's supposed to be. Let's see what's this. I just got something here. Let me see. All right, so I'll just see. We're both satisfied. The fight is bigger to me than it was because of the knockout. So shout out to AJ. Okay, so this is just a quote from Malik Scott. We'll screen share this. And the Bronze Bomber appeared to be on the same opinion, speaking to October Red YouTube channel. Wilder's trainer Malik Scott revealed his man's immediate reaction to the stoppage. Wilder, was like, we needed that. We both said the same thing because at first it was looking like it was getting ready to go the distance. So when the knockout came, I called him on FaceTime and he was like, I'm glad he got that. We needed it. Done just like that. And that's obviously to build hype for the fight, but I don't know that it did that. I think more people are a bit critical of how he got hit, how much he got hit, how long it took to do what Wilder did. Um, so, but continuing with the quote, Malik Scott says, so we're both satisfied. The fight is bigger to me than it was because of the knockout. So shout out to AJ to go out there and getting the job done. Most of all, shout out to Robert Helenius. It took a couple of, it took a lot of courage to get in that ring with the real killers, especially on short notice. He just fought Deontay last October, had one fight back, and now he's right back in there fighting Anthony Joshua, which is true. Nobody giving him his credit. Instead, they calling him a bum now. I mean, actually not, because CYP has a point. When Wilder fought him, they called him a bum and a sparring partner. Now they're saying he's a warrior. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if we got any other callers here. Oh, phone lines lit. We got Fury, whoever this is. You guys with your screen names. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, Matthew.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Well, that
Shout out
is
to
you.
TVV.
How are you, buddy?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I'm going to be riding with AJ on this one. I think Wilder is the better fighter, but like you said, he's fought 1 round in 27 months. We've already had 2 Wilder funerals on TVV, thanks to the UK. I'm going to be hoping for the third and final one via AJ. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to have to ride with AJ because I want Fury to smash Usyk and then I want Fury AJ. I'm not going to get that if Wilder beats him, am I?
All right. Well, I mean, I can't really argue with you, bro. It's like I said, that one round box is difficult. You know, people looking at it
Bad.
like AJ got um
Yeah, and we don't know what's going to happen with Wilder's chin. We've not seen him be hit since Fury broke him in.
yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think that he's got chin issues, man. I
You
mean,
don't think Anthony Joshua's got the power to sleep Wilder? I think they both can sleep each other. I don't think
are
there's going to
you
be any issue
are
there.
are you joking? That was the first time we seen Anthony Joshua knock someone out with one punch. Do you know that? That's a little fun fact for you, buddy. And guess what?
Man.
It was a guy that Wilder already knocked out with one punch.
Oh
So,
no, yeah,
so,
Helenius
so,
wasn't a great opponent, but yeah, he's got rounds in. I do think Wilder will win the fight. I do think, but I think AJ has a chance, and obviously I'm going to support AJ. But Wilder is a better fighter than AJ. But people shouldn't count AJ out. That would be stupid.
obviously. Well, all right, champ, you done. You still got hella time, though.
Yeah, that's about it, really, mate. Yeah, that's
All
about
right.
it.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in. We got Capicu. What it do?
What's going on, Ness? How's everything?
Chilling, chilling. Glad that you're back.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, this fight was interesting because you could see the changes, right? You could see the stuff that they were working on. Um, but I just felt like he's either too cautious now because he's scared to get hit, and he's thinking too much, or maybe just too much info that he's trying to download because too many different, trainers. But you could you could definitely see the change in how he's trying to move. He's trying to move his head, but again, he was just getting caught. He couldn't just it was real interesting to see. At least he's understanding that he has to change and he's trying to get certain things done, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. He's just thinking too much before he lets go of his punches, which is why it took him 7 rounds. And again, that fight with Wilder, we all know the outcome of that one. Um, and just because Wilder's not going to sit around and wait, Wilder's going to probably most likely come forward and just throw haymakers to try to take him out of that. If we try to get, we want to root for AJ, but to take that fight, but Wilder's most likely going to win that fight. But I definitely don't want to see another Wilder for Fury. Please don't. That's the one thing I'm not agreeing with. I'd rather see Wilder fight the other guys, like fighter Usyk or fighter Ruiz. Like those fights are more enticing than another, Tyson Fury fight. Um, and just see Tyson Fury fight the other guys. Although if he wins, he wins. But like I just don't want to see another Tyson Fury Wilder because we've gone at it 3 times already, and the 3 outcomes were the same. So what else is there to prove? I don't think that AJ has enough. He's gonna beat those guys coming up. He's always gonna be like a number 3. But what I don't understand is that when he fought Ruiz the second time around, he was bouncing on his feet. He was boxing, and he hasn't looked that good in a while. Whether it was just Ruiz being slow and sluggish and overweight, not in shape, but he actually looked his best against Ruiz too. Like, am I tripping?
I mean, looked his best. That's a little difficult to say. I mean, he showed gears by giving us a different look of himself.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like he actually showed that he could box. Like he could get on his toes. He could move. He could do these things. But like these last couple of fights, he's just been very stagnant, right in front of you, real robotic. Not moving, just trying to catch, shoot. And that was kind of the story in the fight yesterday. He was just trying to catch and shoot in between
You
Helenius.
may
It just
feel
wasn't
like it's your
enough.
time, but it's not your time.
I got Real Jose to this day.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Shit, bro. I'm on my lift at work, so I know it might sound a little rough with the wind.
Yeah, you do sound rough.
But
You sound echoey as hell.
yeah, if you want, shit, let me make it real quick. Shit, I got Wilder by knockout. Uh, Joshua was very basic. I don't know. He's become boring to me, and I didn't really like. Somebody he did on Helenius, but hey, I mean, he, he's doing his thing. And I got Navarrete at 130. Hope he fucking becomes unified. I hope he unifies the division. Shit. I had him beating Oscar. I think it would have been worse if he wouldn't have messed up his right hand. But yeah, man, I missed the fucking parade. I was gonna head out there. I didn't know it was gonna be that big, man. I'm fucking disappointed, bro. But oh yeah, I'm out here in Kansas City. Shout out Bud Crawford, shout out TVV, Ness, Danny. You heard? That's
Yep.
my call, man.
All right. Yeah, man. No, there was another dude from Kansas. Shout out to Cody. So many people, bro. 3 people that showed up to our appreciation night obviously was at the parade and we bumped into them. Then another group of 3 people that listened to the show. I can't believe it. They were on the live though. Yeah, I mean, damn. So many people from Omaha listened to the show. That shit was crazy. Cause again, I've been in like a fight in Vegas or New York, and it's like, oh Ness, what up? Yeah, I'm from so and so. Y'all listen, but that is different places, not all one city, yo. It's crazy how many people listen to the show. Um, yeah, that was dope. We got Shorty, baby. What up?
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
We hear you.
All right. Yeah, good morning though. But I didn't really check out the full fight of the Helenius and AJ fight, but I'm hearing that he had a little trouble. But I think probably I mean, how many tune up y'all want AJ to get? I mean, he getting up there in age. I mean, fuck it, just throw him up in there. I mean, if you ain't, and to me, it don't even fucking matter. You can have 5, 6 donuts if you want. Wilder's still gonna knock him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just put him in there. Fuck it. But that's just me.
All right, champ.
All
Yeah,
right, I'm
I
going.
believe that's what's gonna happen though. They saying January. Don Juan, what up?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yep.
Yo, what's good, TBB? Salute, Ness.
What up? What up?
All right. Now, to answer the first question, does Anthony Joshua deserve the Deontay Wilder fight based on his performance? I mean, based on the performance, sure. But at the same time, I mean, we shouldn't be asking whether a former two-time unified champion deserves to fight another top guy if he's,
Well, this is
really on that
Paulie.
level.
This is
Now,
Paulie's opinion. This is Paulie's opinion. He feels that he doesn't deserve it. So we're questioning that.
I mean, put it like this: to say that AJ, let's for the people that are saying he doesn't deserve it. I mean, what else is he gonna do? This whole idea of him doing another tune-up BS fight. I mean, the UK ain't trying to see that. Us in the US ain't trying to see that. It doesn't really do good for anybody in that situation. Like they said that the fight with Helenius, it wasn't sold out and stuff. So at this point, like he has to fight Wilder. Now, as far as how the fight's gonna go, I mean, listen, if Robert Helenius, now granted he had a little training camp for the dude he fought the week before, but I doubt he took that camp as seriously as like when he fights on the top level. Like if Robert Helenius can pick up 2-3 rounds and mark up AJ's eye and have him leaking, I'll be honest. Like everybody's worried about the right hand, but Wilder can beat AJ just off jabs. In my opinion, I don't think that AJ is gonna win the jab battle with Wilder. So it's looking bleak for AJ right now.
Well, all right, champ. Appreciate you. We
Oh
gonna
yeah, and also let me toss this in there too. I've been seeing there's some rumblings going on about that dude Richard Torres. He's wanting to fight the Jalalov dude that Top Rank just signed because I guess they got some history in amateurs.
they do.
If that goes down, that's going to be a fight because they can both punch. I'm not picking anybody yet, but I like Torres though.
I don't know if you know, but that dude knocked out Torres without headgear in the Olympics. Out. Sleep out.
Mm. Ooh. Do you think it goes any different in the pros? Because I mean, Torres looking alright.
I think they fought twice. You should look that up.
I hope it wasn't the same result both fights, but yeah, Top Rank definitely needs to run that up. And also keep your eyes out for that F.A. Ajagba fight. He's gonna catch a body. All right, I'm out. TBV, peace.
All right. Peace. We got Boxing Advisor,
You
Boxing
may feel
Doctor
like it's your time, but it's not your time.
on Twitter. Gotta unmute, champ. Champ. Gotta take it off.
Hello.
There you go.
How you doing, my brother?
We are chilling.
Yeah. Yeah. I was there for the Anthony Joshua Andy Ruiz rematch, and we seen the fight with Joshua and Ruiz, how he performed in the first fight. And in the rematch, he was extremely cautious, and we can understand why he was cautious. But moving forward, his fights after that, he was still, you can still see he's nervous and he's stressed out. But as a boxing coach, I seen something. This is just my opinion from a long time before even the Andy Ruiz fight. I just felt like as a tall, lanky guy, how he is, how he throws his punches, everything. It seemed it just I seen him, uh, when he holds the pads, when he's punching the bag. It's just he's telegraphing the punches in just the way it is. It's just not in combination, not in a flow that is supposed to be. And last night, I mean, over the weekend, the fight against Helenius, should he, fight against Wilder? Well, I think you know what it is. It comes down to business. Anthony Joshua has a very good relationship with Prince Khalid in Saudi Arabia, his whole team. So I think he just needed a win to get that fight because at the end of the day, the way I see it, Joshua, he's a good man, good person. Put a boxing aside. I think for a lot of people that need to understand prize fighters. At the end of the day, they want to get all the money as possible. That's the smart thing, and if it's retirement, it's retirement. So I think Joshua, I did see, some elements of himself in this fight with Helenius. He looked like he was with Ruiz. A lot of things was not the best. But I seen some things that he was trying to be patient and technical. He picked up with his new trainer. But now going into a Wilder fight, I don't know if it's the best thing because I don't think in a small period of time he will sharpen up his skill to an ability
But
that
remember,
will
this is
he'll
his
be able to
third
perform.
training camp now with Derek James. So it's not a small time. If anything, he's had more training camps with Derek James than Wilder would, have with Malik Scott.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Or maybe they have the same amount, right? Because Malik did come in. I don't know which of the Fury fights did he become lead or head. But King Born, what up? King Born, what up?
Yo, you hear me, right?
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
listen. Hey, yo, Ness, man. What's good, man? Live chat, let's good. I'm
What
in
up?
Brooklyn. Driving down goddamn Atlantic Avenue. You
Let's
heard?
go.
Ness.
What up?
Ness.
What up?
Yo, I saw you. I saw you out there, man. I saw you out there looking all spiffy, looking happy at the at the Crawford parade. Shit was lit, yo.
It
But let
was.
me tell you, man. Let me tell y'all something, yo. When it goes this goddamn AJ shit, now Helenius story. Do me a favor. Get off AJ shit. UK, TBV Universe, get off AJ shit. Wilder got him out of there in goddamn 30 man. And AJ know he getting knocked out. AJ know he getting knocked out. He knows it. Yeah, I know it. Fuck out of here, man. You serious, man? 7 rounds with Helenius and shit? Now they talking this one punch shit. When the fuck AJ was a killer? AJ got killed by goddamn Usyk. And you talking about a mean, tripping, Droven, wow, Wilder with the boxing skills? Wilder gonna take that shit back to Olympics, man. 5 rounds, he getting the fuck up out of there. Trust and believe. Ness, love the show. Loud chat. Y'all know he getting knocked the fuck out, AJ. Peace. I'm out.
All right, we got John. What up? While we're waiting for John to connect, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. John, you need to unmute. No? John, you got to unmute the microphone. John, you got to unmute. LV Slugger, what up?
TPV,
What
you hear me?
up? Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, this is one of them fights, man. You know, we got the Bud Spence out the way. I think this was right on that level before, both guys started losing, you know what I mean? So I definitely think this kick the new year off right with this fight, after getting this great year of boxing. I think 2024 would be a great way to start off the year. You know what I'm saying? See if we can get another great year with the AJ Wilder. Definitely one of these fights of this era. I'm glad hopefully we get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not sure exactly what Paulie means by deserving a shot. I mean, what, like for real, like where else do AJ go? You know what I'm saying? Other than a Wilder, they might as well get in the ring with each other. And what other way, better way? Because everybody basically picking Wilder. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really heard too many say AJ, but I feel like this would be the best time for AJ to try to knock off a Wilder. He ain't fought all year. Like he said, he ain't fought since last October. The timing and stuff may be off. You know what I mean? AJ got 2 fights in since the last time he suffered a loss. I think Wilder only got 1 fight in since he last suffered a loss, and it only went 1 round. So he didn't really get that much. You know what I'm saying? What's the word? Ring rust off. Really, he ain't had but 1 round. So I feel like if AJ and his team believe him, this the best time to go ahead and try to knock him off, man. You know what I'm saying? Inactive, ain't fought since last year. Timing may be off, and you know what I'm saying. So it's the best time to go ahead and try to do it now. But you know how I'm coming. It is what it is. I've been saying Wilder will sleep AJ in Dominique Brazil fashion. You know what I'm saying? Definitely in Dominique Brazil fashion. I'm not gonna say it's gonna go 1 round, but like I'm thinking in between the first 5. I don't think it goes past 5, man. Straight up. I don't think it goes past 5. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Hope we get it, man. I'm glad. I'm just glad AJ got the knockout. You know what I mean? Not really big on him not knocking him out in 1 round because it was a late replacement. You know what I'm saying? Last he ain't really had that much time to, get a full camp on Helenius style. So he did what he had to do. But going into this Wilder fight, he should have enough camp, and Derek should teach him whatever he needs to teach him to try to get Wilder up out of there. So I think it may be entertaining fight, while it lasts. Wilder, one thing about Wilder, he's always gonna have us on the edge of our seat. So I think it'll be entertaining until Wilder lines him up and like I said, knocks him out in Dominique Brazil fashion. But yeah, man, that's all I really got, man. Don't be surprised to be 1 round. Yeah, don't be surprised in 1 round either.
Mm.
But yeah, that's all I got.
All right, C Dub. Thanks for calling in.
LV,
Oh
LV,
shit! What the
LV
fuck,
Slugger.
yo? I ain't do that on purpose. I didn't have it on Discord. My bad. I always do that. I know he gonna get annoyed. That's an accident. John Have you figured it out? Have you figured it out? That's a no on John. We're going to Adrian, Wisconsin. What up?
What up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Let me get to this $2 cash app from my man Mike Hicks that says AJ got no dog in him. Needs mom's spaghetti. Inside joke. He needs mom's spaghetti. Let's go. What up, Adrian?
Shit, in the gym, staying in shape, man. That's about it. Grinding out here, living boxing in every way possible. But about this weekend's fights, AJ looked tentative, but he got the knockout. Hopefully that fight's set up and ready to go. I mean, I ultimately think Wilder's going to knock him out in impressive fashion. But I said that before, so that's what it is. The Navarrete fight, like anybody who was really picking Valdez, I don't think I've really watched Navarrete fight. This man beat him with one hand. I've been listening to the call and the show. Like, is anyone acknowledging this man probably broke his hand 3 to 4 rounds in and still whooped Oscar like that? I mean, for 6, 7 rounds, I saw this man barely throw a right hand because it hurt so bad. You can see it in his face. He would touch him a little bit here and there to keep him honest, but I mean, Valdez got beat with one hand. You might as well like that's like a tank-like performance. If you think about it, like against Cruz, he had one hand, beat the crap out of him. It wasn't even close. I mean, Mexican war, nah, it was a Mexican beatdown. But yeah, that's all I got. I mean, I know people don't like his style. Shout out to Keem for hooking me up with tickets. I got to see Navarrete fight in Florida live with him. And the awkward angles, the way he throws, there's a method to his madness. I mean, it looks crazy, but it works. He easily defeated Valdez. I mean, it wasn't even close to me. And he took the power. Everyone that I talked to thought he would have the power to take Navarrete out of there, but like, nah, nothing. Hit him with his best shots. Maybe he could have turned over a couple of those hooks a little bit better from his footing standpoint. But, I mean, dude ate him and kept punching at him, and he did it with one hand. So we got to give that guy a lot of credit. I mean, I think it would have been a stoppage if he would have had both hands, to be honest. Maybe not a one-punch stoppage, but I think he would have just closed that eye a lot earlier, overloaded him with punches. I mean, the man threw 1,048 punches with a broken hand. I'm just saying, y'all got to give credit to the guy for that. But, man, that's all I got, Ness.
Appreciate you as always, my man. Keep doing your thing over there. Hope to maybe call one of y'all amateur shows. We got Big Nick in the UK. What up?
Hey, what's going on, Nez, man? Just a quick call. Paulie Malignaggi's talking shit, man, because prior to getting the fight with Amir Khan, which was for a title fight, he had lost two out of his previous 4 fights. And you're telling me AJ isn't deserving of a fight against a non-belt holder? Like, he's talking absolute shit, man. And I just also want to say that, look, I've heard people call in, say, AJ looks slow, AJ looked flat-footed, AJ don't move his head. All the same things Wilder don't do. Like, some of these callers out here are so biased. They can't separate their own bias from clear clarity from what they see and from what the stats tell you. At the end of the day, AJ went. People say, "Oh, Wilder went 1 round with Helenius, but AJ went 7." The same way AJ went 3 rounds with Molina, or 3 or 4 rounds with Molina, and Wilder went, I think, maybe 9. Like, bro, boxing's full of intangibles. At the end of the day, let's judge them when we see them in the ring. That's all I gotta say.
Totally agree, man. John, what up? John. What up? John.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, we hear you, brother. How are you, man?
Hey, thanks for having me. Coming at you live and direct from Scotland.
Oh, nice.
Based on AJ's performance on Saturday night against Helenius, he should stay the fuck away from anything that Deontay brings. But he has to take that fight because it makes good business and it makes good sense on the business side of things. The great Scottish boxing scribe Hugh McIlvanney once described British 1970s heavyweight Joe Bugner as a guy who has the body of a Greek statue but with less moves. And I think that describes AJ. He is slightly better. It was a devastating knockout, but it was not a devastating performance. And if you compare and contrast these guys today with the second tier, never mind the top tier, the second tier heavyweights in the 1990s, Tommy Morrison, Ray Mercer, Razor Ruddock, Shannon Briggs, Andrew Glover, they would all get creamed, perhaps with the exception of Tyson Fury. And that's largely because of Tyson Fury's sheer size and range. I was unimpressed with AJ on Saturday night. He's still very tentative. He overthinks things. I've watched recent training clips, albeit they're in the gym, with Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder. He's definitely improved, Wilder. His feet are better. He's got balance. He moves better at the waist. He sets things up. He's worked on his jab. He's worked on his body shots. I think AJ will get cream within 2 to 4 rounds against Wilder. AJ is scared. He fights scared. His problems are not physical. He can go to any trainer he wants in the world. His problems are spiritual, psychological, and emotional. And I was privileged to be front and center back in the day when I lived in LA, when I used to be regular at Wildcard to watch James Toney. That guy's skills, even though he's a pumped up middleweight to heavyweight, he would be a Rubik's Cube for the like of AJ in this day and age. I think we're being served up thin gruel and being presented to it as top level heavyweight boxing. These guys, as I say, are a pale shadow of what went before.
John, appreciate you calling in all the way from Scotland, making the show international. Xavier, you're up. X, you gotta unmute.
You can hear me?
Yep.
I'm over here saying good morning to nobody. But good morning, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself? Can't complain, man.
Good, good. It just got done refereeing an amateur match in Moline, Illinois.
Oh, nice.
Took one to the chin, champ. I took one to the chin, man. Finally for the first time. It was
What?
coming.
They hit you?
Yeah. I said time, and then the young boy, it was coming, and it came. He hit me right in the lips, man. I was like, oh Lord. But he was like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I was like, bro, you good, man. You good. And then had a super heavy open heavyweight fight right after that. So, so we not super heavyweight, but heavyweight open match after that, man. So it was a good time to get some work in. But I watched the highlights of Joshua and Helenius. Didn't catch it. You know, of course that's across the pond, so you can never know when it's on. But I mean, I don't know. Helenius needs to change his shorts or something. Man. I don't know, man. Because he taking knockouts like this is just I don't see this is not conducive for a good health like after boxing. But okay, let's to the commentary a little bit. The commentary is pretty pathetic. Just you know, for giving to Joshua. Oh, maybe he's just trying to wait for him. No, Joshua just I don't know. I mean, Joshua's been through some wars. Joshua got he was embarrassed by Ruiz. He was in a war with Klitschko. He was coming off of 2 just demoralizing losses to somebody that's is better than him. So Wilder. I mean, Wilder's what 38 now. I mean, he's 38, 37.
Wilder's 36.
36?
I believe. Did he have a birthday already? I think his birthday's coming up. Let me double check though.
He's born in 85, so yeah, he's 37. So. He about to be 38 in October. Ooh, yeah, that's not bad. So
it says his age is 37.
yeah, bro. I mean, they better get this match going, make this money while it's hot. Because I mean, these heavyweights we got, everybody's in their 30s, man. Like, so what do you do? I mean, let's get it going. Even Joshua's what 33 now, 30 going on 34. So might as well make it happen. It'll be good, crazy to see. I mean, you got one boxer recently not let his hands go and just being timid, Joshua, and you got somebody that that's known for not being a boxer, just having a cannon for an arm. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we'll see a knockout. That's my call, man. Have a good.
Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. Looks like CYP is back with another counterpunch. Now before Drizzy 365. This says $2. Bernie versus Ness. Catchweight. Laugh out loud. Almost went down. Nah, man. We kept it professional. What up?
Yeah.
Hello.
Let me know if you hear. I have called.
We hear you now.
All right, cool. So for all my UK brethren, and I mean that in the most disrespectful way. I don't like y'all, but my brethren out there, I remember when Dominique Brazil was scheduled to fight Wilder. Y'all was on the back call, y'all was calling in, and y'all was comparing. If he don't do him like AJ did, if he don't do him as bad as AJ did, knock this motherfucking ass out quickly as a motherfucker. See, it's funny how y'all act like people forget y'all voices. Y'all have a distinct voice, so we remember y'all. Now the same dudes, exactly the same, will call in and say, "Oh, you can't play this round robin thing about fighters." It always happens when it happens to you. But before it's in your corner, you love it. But then when it don't work out for you, it don't matter. That's how I know AJ is going to lose. Not because Wilder's just more dominant and just happens to be a better boxer. That's not the point. But y'all can't even be honest about who he is. That tells me you don't even believe in the man for real. Tell the truth about the man. Okay? That's how I believe that you really believe in him. I know you don't believe in him because you be lying for him. Stop lying for the man. You know you care about comparison. Y'all was talking about Molina for years. So we brought up Brazil. Then, oh, it don't matter no more. You guys are full of shit. You come with any reason you can not to face reality that the UK really has one great heavyweight in the past 20 years. You got Fury and you got Lennox Lewis, who really didn't even represent y'all. He represented Canada and only fuck with y'all because y'all had a bigger market. He wrote that. It's quoted that he didn't even fuck with y'all. He only went back to y'all because y'all had a bigger market. Y'all didn't even fuck with him. He's quoted saying that. But fuck, I'm still gonna give him to y'all. Y'all are desperate for wins. Y'all are desperate. Fury is y'all hope. AJ is not. But if you want to believe in him, believe in him. But stop fucking lying. He knocked dude out easy as hell. First punch, your dude went 7. You the ones who brought that shit up with Molina. Now it's coming back to bite you as it did with Brazil, and now it don't matter. Do me a favor. Man the fuck up. Because I'll give AJ credit. He's manning up. He's gonna go out there and fight Wilder and take his ass whooping like a man. When will you? When will you? And I know what y'all about to do. Oh, you was crying with Fury. You still in denial about Fury. No, I'm not. Fury's the best heavyweight in the goddamn world. He beat Wilder twice. You hear me? I said it. I've been saying that. Wilder's on his way back up to get that revenge. If he get it, he get it. If he don't, he don't. He got to live with that. That's what men do. When the fuck y'all gonna man up and keep it real about AJ and his fucking career? CYP out. Leave no doubt.
Mm. CYP, appreciate the call. Majid, what up?
What's up, Ness? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Yeah, Ness, you know it's about to be that time again where you getting all of these motherfucking Wilder calls and all that shit. So I guess I might as well say I hope that they make the fight. And honestly, UK, fuck y'all. I'm at work, so I gotta whisper this shit, but really I'm yelling. Fuck y'all. Y'all, if he signed that motherfucking fight, he about to get beat the fuck up. So keep calling in and keep believing in shit. You know what I'm saying? Because shit about to get in there. AJ about to get retired. Let's start that shit off. Who got next? UK, what up, y'all bitches? Let's go. Shout out to you too, Ness. Welcome back.
Y'all be funny, bro. Stainless, what up? Y'all making more than boxing. Dang.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, so they finally talking about this fight. Man, I don't really care what Paulie Malignaggi got to say, man. He a troll at this point. Since he trolling, I'm a troll too. Fuck it. Remember when we used to talk about Wilder gonna beat AJ because he's stronger? Now it's he gonna beat AJ because he not as weak as AJ. Ain't that crazy? We decided this in one round. Wilder kind of was getting pushed and shoved around by Helenius. Did we not see that? Maybe that's just me trolling. Anyway, though, yeah, we deserve this fight. Why would I care whether or not Anthony Joshua deserves this fight at this point? They both still getting paid money that I'll never get paid, and all I get to do is sit back and relax and enjoy this fight like a fan, like I've done with all the other fights of 2023. Man, what we should be asking is, how Paulie Malignaggi deserve to have a word when half the time he don't know what he talking about. Remember when he started the year out saying black fighters are about to get dominated by the Eastern European? How'd that work out? But thanks for giving me the platform to discuss it, man. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up, share this and every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life, baby. And if you ain't on Patreon or at least a subscriber, you dumb as fuck. And shout out to El Camino. Peace.
Appreciate you. I think that is everyone. So catch me on the next one. Later on today, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, which makes it 6 o'clock Central. Peace.